coming at you live from a, let's be honest, spare bedroom in my house. It is Dragon Friends.
Yeah.
Camera.
Use the camera, Dave.
That's the camera.
I look there.
Don't
Look at
be
the camera.
distracted
Look at the
by
camera.
Your own
Look at the
beauty,
camera.
Dave.
Hello, camera.
Guys, if Dave's not looking into the camera, just
Hi,
in the
Bob.
chat, see for camera.
Yeah, see for camera.
See in the chat if Dave's not looking at the camera.
What up, peoples?
Oh shit!
You got
the audio on. Oh, that's
For
oh
those
no!
that are just joining in, this is a show where we play Dungeons and Dragons. We've done it once now on Twitch. We're playing the D&D Stranger Things starter set,
Yeah.
which Hing you have right next to you.
Please.
And we are.
We
playing-
should have flipped the vertical.
No,
on the
no,
video.
that is
beautiful.
that is a
Michael,
coffee
that's
cup.
a mug.
That's a big mug.
And I
That's a
think
big
you
mug.
know
Where's
that.
the box,
I think
Hing?
you know
use
that.
use the box.
We didn't prep this.
Well, it's behind.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
I got it.
Some of us didn't show up on time.
My Hing needs a rehearsal.
Can Shaq flip the vertical on this so we're playing
Okay.
the upside down?
Oh.
Oh.
It'll be another 2.5 hours of that.
I believe
Spoilies.
we are contractually obliged to tell you to purchase this.
Yes.
Please purchase this.
If not enough people purchase it, bad things happen to us.
To our whole country.
Very bad things.
David, this is your microphone.
Yes.
So you want to talk into that?
Yeah, all right.
I've been told I have great mic etiquette. Thank you,
From Twix.
Badachis.
How
Can
how
people-
is sound coming through, people?
So we can't hear
Chat?
Dave's mic, so maybe Dave, you should move
think
your mic
you-
closer.
No, I
to
shouldn't move my mic because we have a sound engineer, so I'll just leave it where it is.
Oh, sorry.
So,
Mum's here, lol.
Hi, Mum.
when last we met, I
Put it
think
up.
we were talking about where did we get up to?
We killed some kobolds.
Yes, that's correct.
And then we were heading back towards the castle, I believe.
Yeah, with
That's where we are.
with
Oh, Simon's
treasure
kind of
and info.
faint.
Everyone's kind of faint bar Simon.
Oh, except oh no, I am
Just 'cause we
faint.
didn't have time
Yeah.
to do the proper
Okay.
sound check, so just give it time and
Two,
we'll get
two,
the game
two.
levels.
Oh, Shaq's doing it.
That's right.
What's up, Aussie Wookie?
But though, thank you for the sound. Keep telling us if there's problems with the sound. We discovered last time
Yeah.
that our sound was very bad because we were using the microphones built into our camera. So
Oh.
sound should be better this time. It might be a little bit faint now while we're getting all the levels, but just bear with us, keep giving us feedback, and we'll get it fixed as soon as we can.
His name is Dave.
Him named Dave.
Him named Dave.
Him named
Can
Dave.
we go around
Yeah.
actually quickly and introduce ourselves?
Mine.
Good idea, Dave.
My name, Simon. Simon. I play Bobby Pancakes. I'm a halfling rogue.
My name Eden. Me too. I'll be playing Baston, the human handsome man fighter, and I'll be doing some NPC voices too.
Yeah, if you know Dragon Friends, Ben Jenkins often does NPCs. He can't be with us at the moment because he died pissing himself to death. So we have Eden. I'm Dave. I'm the Dungeon Master.
I'm Jordan Roscopoulos. I'm guesting this week. I'm coming with the character that I use in our
That's
D&D
correct.
campaign.
A Yaron.
Aaron Cockring, who is an Aarakocra, with the head of a pelican. And
Oh.
That's how it's pronounced?
Aaron Cockring.
Okay, all right.
Aaron Cockring. The head of a pelican, and they're a ranger. They're a go-go Power Ranger, and they are horny.
Oh boy.
Well, what?
What are they horny for?
Anything.
Just very sex positive.
Just love it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And their beak can hold more than their belly can.
Well, how much food potentially could that beak hold?
Sorry?
How much food?
Well, Aaron Cockring's
Enough food for a day, enough food for a...
life goal
Right.
is to have their beak turned into a bag of holding, so that they can keep like a couch in there, a television.
and nothing else. Those are the two things.
Yeah, couch.
Just the
and
Simpsons
a small
living room
fridge, a
set.
small fridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Can an Aarakocra's wing hands reach into their beak?
So Aarakocra have like arms and legs
Yeah.
and wings.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So they've got like, but their legs are bird legs, and they're like, so they've got backwards knees, and also
Does that mean they can't walk downstairs? I don't know.
Do they have backwards knees?
Yeah.
like bird legs.
yeah, like bird
Do
legs.
they? But does Aaron have webbed feet?
Aaron,
Yeah. Cockring.
yeah, Aaron Cockring, yeah,
Yeah.
and they just
No, but does Aaron have webbed feet?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
and they're like Donald Duck in it everywhere.
Cool.
And
Sorry, and I'm Michael Hing, and I play the character of Frieza, who is a half-elf warlock. And this is my character sheet. I have 17 hit points, I think.
yeah, actually, and we've got the Twitch D&D Beyond set up. So if you want, you can, I think, in Twitch, if you hold your mouse to the side of that side, that side, you can see the character sheets and you can follow along the hit points. Everybody's a bit damaged from the last adventure when you fought the kobolds.
Not me.
No? Oh, yeah, because you were pretending to be a dragon this whole time.
Yes, very sneaky.
Yeah, I think Friezo's on 7 hit
Smart.
points, Baston's on
17.
22.
17.
17.
Because I killed a bunch of things and got some temporary hit points.
Yes, but then actually after you left, I didn't talk to you about this. You did the thing you did last time, which is you're assuming that those temporary hit points stack forever.
Right, but we've just left, so they're still. How long do they last for?
They're fine, but you've got a maximum of 6 of them.
I thought. Oh, this said 5 per kill.
Yes, per level.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I think you've got. No, you're right. You have temporary hit points. You've got 7 plus 15. Are we talking about the same thing?
Honestly, I'm so confused right now.
Yes, I think you're saying you have 21 if you include your temporary hit points.
I've written 17 here. I don't know why.
Yes, you have 7 plus 15.
Right. Okay.
I've written helicopter here. Do I?
22. That's we're all confused.
2d2.
Everybody's confused.
I've
Freeze off.
written boop, 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 boop.
Anyway, this is
can't
the
help you.
kind of tedious maths you can expect for the rest of the show.
Yeah. Also wanted to shout out to Aussie Wookie, who has misspelt Wookie in their username.
Oh,
Oh,
It's WOOKIEE. So
But maybe the username was already taken.
maybe.
Also, just before we start, we are doing 2 more. We're doing this for the next 2.5 hours, then we're doing 2 more of these for Wizards of the Coast on the D&D channel. But we are also starting our own Twitch channel right after, and you can follow and subscribe us. I think just by clicking our name in the chat, which is right here.
And you get custom emotes.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
if you subscribe, and shout outs to our 31 subscribers.
Oh, what's up?
If you're
31.
If you're a subscriber of the channel, throw some of those Tom Walker emotes into the chat.
Oh yeah, throw some thumbs up.
So when you say just after this, you mean we've got 3 more left of these, including this one here on the D&D stream, and then that week following that, so 4 weeks from now, we'll start on our stream. Is that right?
3 weeks from now.
3 weeks from now. Okay.
Yes.
Or 4 episodes. From now.
Have you not seen the Tom
I
Walker
haven't
emotes?
seen the Dave.
They're very good.
These are terrible.
They're not. I mean, yeah, they're.
I mean, they're very Twitch.
fine.
They're very Twitch. They're very Twitch.
Tom did
One that
use.
says Tom.
they're very Tom.
Yeah, and that one gets more use than any of them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Why? But what gave him the right to make a Tom emote?
he only agreed to do it if I wasn't allowed to, like, in any way edit his vision.
I want to make some emojis too.
Yeah, I know.
Get Tom to make them. They'll all be like this.
They want to make
They'll just be Tom ones.
Deeply upset.
Are we ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes, Dave. Pew, 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 pew. Hello to American Ancient Llama. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat.
Railroaded.
Sir Tristan of Diana has invited you, the dragon friends, on a holiday at his summer estate, the spacious and well-appointed castle Grey Hawkins
Sorry.
in Diana,
Still enjoying that, Aiden?
which it
Yep.
is still enjoying.
Yes,
enjoying it.
I still like it.
Since arriving, though, you've had precious little time to get acquainted with your host as Filge has gone missing. In the middle of the night, during a baffling board game, while going hunting for a sort of fantasy Uber Eats delivery for you all, Filge vanished.
Dun dun dun.
Friezo, you possibly got a glimpse of the culprit, an unsettling, long-limbed humanoid creature down a dark corridor. But impossibly, it seemed that any tracks made by the kidnapper, or indeed by Filge or the poor lost food delivery man, did I say Moyne?
You said Mayan.
Oh my god.
A delivery Mayan?
Have vanished into thin air.
Lots of stairs.
Soon to be sacrificed.
Sir Tristan suggested that the culprit might be the local tribe of kobolds, and the next day you did pay them a visit. You are returning now to the castle Grey Hawkins, loaded up on stolen gems, Friezo, recovered wagon wheels, I think some kobold traps, Bobby, and a few other trinkets, but unfortunately this trail of inquiry has gone cold. The kobolds, it seems, knew nothing of Filge's disappearance. They are, however, clearly scared of some kind of apex predator that has come to Diana, something that hunts in the dark. As you arrive at the castle, your host, Sir Tristan, is waiting for you.
Darlings, it's so nice to see you all back in one piece. What happened? Catch me up.
Well, I think you'll find your cobalt problem is underhand.
Well, that's
I'm very
Pardon?
tired. It's dealt with. Friezo, if you will.
And actually, if you are all...
Friezo's
the
gonna
trophies.
Yeah, Friezo will give our host the tail that he took from the chief.
So you pull out a huge severed kobold tail that is now full of dried blood, and Friezo has blood all the way up to his arms
Ooh.
because he's butchered and desecrated a corpse.
And here's the chieftain's hat.
Oh, well, first of all, gross.
That would have been enough.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
All right, I can take the tail back if you like.
All right, well, I certainly don't want it.
You sure?
Yeah, take
Last
it.
chance. Last chance.
Yeah,
Good
it's fine.
tail.
Take it.
Okay.
You
I
can
don't
skin
want
it
it.
and make a fine belt.
You could take the innards of it and make a
Fine stew.
Yes.
Or attach it to a belt and have it like a furry tail.
Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, you could staple it to your own butt and give yourself a tail. You want a tail?
No.
Bend over for a second.
Thank you. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't walk around behind me. I know what you're trying. Stop that. Stop. Stop.
It took you a few hours to get back to the castle, so you can also, if anyone wants to, you can roll up some hit dice and get some hit points back.
Give me some hit dice, Dave. I want it.
Yeah, just tell me how many hit dice you're using and what you get.
Oh, what do you mean using?
So you have 3 hit dice at level 3. You
Ooh.
can roll them in short breaks to get some
Oh,
hit points
I
back.
get back 6 hit points.
6 hit points for Baston.
roll one, or do we roll one or roll 3?
How many are you going to
You roll
use?
up to 3.
Oh, I'll just use one.
But at the end of short rest, your temporary hit points disappear.
How?
How many did you get?
I rolled a 6, so I guess I'll go to 13.
So Friezo loses his temporary points and goes to 13.
But then if I rolled, so when you say I've got 3 hit dice, over what period can I use them?
Every time you have a short rest.
Oh, so
you-
I'll use all 3 then. Why
Okay.
wouldn't I use all 3?
well, because until you have a long rest, you won't get the dice back.
Oh, okay. Well,
Screen
I'm
behind
on
the
17.
players are big illustrations and banners that we used at PAX last year, PAX Melbourne. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
answer,
In the Dragon Friends
Richard?
podcast, season 3, season 4, we kind of had a space adventure. Eat it. Panzer Bjorn, I will. Anyway,
Baston goes back up to full hit points, and how many did you get?
I am on 17 now.
Excellent. All right.
and so the Lord Sir Tristan says, how rude of me. We have a new guest at Castle Grey Hawkins. This is my old friend.
And as he says this, he's ushering you into one of the many sort of sitting rooms in the castle where you can see perched on a stool because none of
I'm definitely perched.
Yeah, because none of the sort of sofas would really work. The figure of a pelican Aarakocra.
This is the famous. I'm sure you've heard of her. Aaron Cockring. Am I saying that right?
Aaron Cockring, hey, what's up,
Oh,
legend?
What a natty character! So much energy.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Aaron. Where have you been lately?
Oh, look, I've been up. I was in a hurricane,
Oh wow, that is
surfing the worldwide hurricane.
wow.
Wait, so you chose to go into a hurricane, like chasing extreme sports and adrenaline.
I'm sick.
Yeah. Aaron is a
you
thrill
ill?
seeker.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question, a meta question, Jordan? What I know that that's a pun, but what is that a pun on?
What?
The name.
What?
Aaron Cockring,
Yeah, what is that a pun on?
the Aarakocra.
No, but there's a celebrity whose name is like Aaron Cochrane or something. Alan Cochrane? Is that a famous person?
I think it's a pun on cockring.
Yeah,
I hate to
it's-
No,
explain a joke.
I know. It's several levels of pun. I thought there was a celebrity called Alan Cochrane.
Maybe, but then that's a coincidence.
Chat, if you know the celebrity I'm talking about, please explain it to me in the chat, please.
Aaron Cockring.
Is it a play on Aarakocra?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Primarily, but then several
Because
levels.
this character I've taken from the game that Dave and I are playing.
Right.
And Dave was like, make a character. I'm like, I'm going to make an Aaron Cockring. And then...
Alan Cochrane?
Yes. Alan
Cochrane.
Yes. Who's Alan Cochrane?
I mean, is from Star Trek. No, that's Zephram. That's Zephram Cochran.
Oh, Zephram Cochran, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
A British comedian.
Aaron Copeland.
No, it was the first one. Alan Cochrane.
Wait, is Tom in the chat?
Oh, he might be.
Supremely good dog? That
He said
sounds like...
he said that he might be.
Oh, boy.
We're already 20 minutes in.
Yeah, my God. Okay, so Aaron Cochrane is, as I said, a ranger and is dressed in form-fitting leather
A
armor.
Zord?
Yep, to the waist.
2 short swords on either side of the belt.
No, a
and-
Zord.
What?
You have a Zord.
Of a Zord. Yeah, short Zords.
2 short swords and a longbow. as well.
They're pronounced Zords, Dave.
below
We're
those-
talking
They're
about
not
Power
pronounced
Ranger.
swords.
Swords.
Those jorts? Jorts?
No,
Jorts?
I'm Donald Ducking it. So it's just leather armor to the waist.
And then some
And
feathers.
that's it.
No pants.
No pants.
Just-
And then 2 short Zords.
2 short swords.
And I should stress that like this is not a normal Aarakocra thing. You've seen Aarakocra; they wear pants. but you don't.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose.
Do you mean you snooze? You lost your pants. You fell asleep.
Someone stole your
You
pants.
lost your pants.
It in a hurricane, mate.
Is that accent?
I lost my pants.
What is
in
that a proxy for?
hurricane.
Where you're from? You're from Chult, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
So that's your tribe.
how we talking Chult.
Okay, all right. I hate this. So
I thought Chilton's. Oh no, I'm thinking something else. Don't worry.
Well, if I may say, Aaron, it's great to have you here.
Love to be back.
Tubular, if I'm saying that right. Okay. Look, thank you so much for taking care of that little kobold. Yes, Friesen.
So, yes. How do you know? How do you all know each other?
Well, just like you, I invite adventurers to come here time to time. Aaron happened to be passing through.
Just passing through.
Old friends though, or
Oh yeah, I mean the last time you were here,
Yeah, you owe me
yeah, I
for that mouth sex.
yeah. Please,
What?
please.
what is mouth sex?
Oh, it's a.
Is it different to oral, or
No,
is
it's a Chilton delicacy where it's kind of like a pastry. It's like a pastry.
we're saying it's a.
We're saying it's a pastry.
Just a quick pause. Did we ever get back from Greg as to how blue we're supposed to be going?
Well,
on this
if we
stream?
go offline, we will discover.
Okay.
We'll
Right.
find the line.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh
We
my
We
god.
will find.
I can see that new words are being added to the moderator filter as we speak. So that's exciting.
That's great.
But
That's great.
for our purposes, we'll say it's a pastry.
It's a-
we'll say
yeah.
it's a
Okay.
pastry. Look,
Do you fuck the pastry?
With your
Let's just say it doesn't start with a custard filling.
oh boy. Look, thank you for dealing with that little kobold problem. Look, I'm embarrassed. But I couldn't tell you. I don't think your friend was taken by the kobolds.
Yeah. Actually, you can tell. Well, you don't even need to roll for this. He's a little bit bashful. Now that you've come back with the wagon wheels.
So you sent us down there for nothing? Just to do some chores for you?
Not for nothing. I believe there was talk of me getting a magic missile wand out of this.
Oh, yeah, sure, of course. Cremate, give him the stick, the wand.
So this is the wand of magic missile.
Yeah,
How many-
Cremata gives you it's a slimline case, and it has a wand that can cast the magic missile spell.
At will? How many times?
7 charges.
Forever?
No,
As many
no,
as I want?
that's
Infinite
not-
charges?
Not what I said. It has 7 charges.
You know, in the Bible, 7's a holy number, which sometimes means infinite.
You're right, and so if you use it ever, it will become unholy, and you'll have that on your conscience. It has 7 charges. It regains some every day, and if it ever runs out of charges, there's a chance it will break.
Oh, wait, so it regains, so I can use 7, and then the next day I might have 1 or 2 extra ones.
If it doesn't break, yeah.
There's Filges in the chat.
Also, just so you know, you can use more than
One at a time?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
up to your level.
How many would it take to kill our host?
Your host, as I have said before to you many times when you've asked me this question, is a powerful adventurer, many levels higher than you.
Okay.
So, you are by all means. It's Vilge.
Yeah.
Hey.
Where's Filge? Oh, do the lights flicker in the hole? Because Filge
Yeah,
is
suddenly
close.
everybody thinks about Filge, and all of the oil lamps flicker again.
Oh, spookily. Oh yeah, he said, look, I send Cremate down through the dungeons to the crypts, and that's where he tracked your friend to.
So he knew that the kobolds weren't involved.
I knew.
Well, I think hopefully this puts to bed any kind of issues we have here, like any sort of trust that was lost between us.
Of course. And as a gesture of my goodwill, here a potion for each of you to heal your hurts, physical and mental.
And so he brings out the potions you saw last night. Everyone can take a healing potion that would do 2d4 plus 2
I left
hit
my
points.
cool cup downstairs.
You did.
Oh no!
Aaron, do you have any tracking abilities as a ranger?
Yeah. Particularly in swamps.
Right, what about in castles and or crypts?
I can get around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, our friend has gone missing.
Oh.
And
Careful, you don't want to end up owing Aaron a favor.
Friezo is famously open to try stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Mouth sex or otherwise. So,
Delicious Chilton pastry.
Aaron, would you help us? What would I have to do to get you to help us track our friend down?
Look, let's just say you owe me a favour. Wackadoo. But funny you should mention the crypts because I'm a monster hunter and I hunt the undead and I'm quite adept at tracking the undead.
Oh, well, our friend is alive.
Yes, very much alive.
Well, I just thought because you said crypt that they might have been undead.
Well, they might have died. And if they have died and have been risen back, look,
I'm on it.
You can have first dibs at killing her again.
That sounds rad.
You didn't even have to pause, did you?
Anyway, if you'd like to cremate, lead our friends to the down to the crypts.
Okay, so you're all ready to go? You can...
Shaq, do you want to get my cup from downstairs? I can have some water, please.
Because should we... quick dragon huddle. Aaron, you can come in on this if you like.
And I'll spread my wings to like make a dome.
Cozy.
It
We're all
feels so
we're in like a
cozy.
dome,
Safe.
a wing dome.
Baston,
Yes,
there was a sword I tried to steal
I
yesterday.
think he took it back.
Yeah, you're talking about Dark Winter's Bite. You can see it because you're in the sitting room and he has placed it back across the mantle of the sitting room. It's his family great sword.
Now, you love a fancy sword.
I have a lovely sword here. It's the name sword of
Sergei
Sergei
Andrurovich.
Andrurovich.
Do you want the two-hander?
I'm
The great
fine.
sword?
No, that's
Bobby,
fine.
you want the sword?
What am I going to do with a sword 3 times the size
It
of me?
sounds like the way you're mentioning it that you want the sword.
Well, I mean, I've made my intentions about the sword very clear.
You stole it once, and then he took it back. Remember the last time when you stealed? Do you remember what happened?
So, do you want the sword?
Do you remember what
Do
happened?
you want to steal the sword?
What kind of sword is
So
it?
Tristan
It's
leans
very
in and
big.
goes, I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
No, just we're talking about stealing that sword you've got over there.
Sword or the Zord?
No, you've got two
Zord.
swords.
I've got two
but there's a great sword over there.
The time for or and or is over, my friends.
Your famous catchphrase.
All right, let us head to the crypt then.
So Cremate takes you down
This way.
a stairway.
It's the shack.
Thank you, Shaq.
Thanks,
It
Shack.
takes you down the stairs that head all the way down through the house, through a copious and well-appointed wine cellar, and he pulls out a torch as it starts to get dark because there aren't lamps down here.
Oh, it's so spooky.
And he opens up a trapdoor at the end of one of the longest alleyways of wine. Is that what we call them?
Aisles, mate.
Aisles.
Aisle.
An aisle, yeah.
Aisle.
Fair enough. I'm going to say alleyways.
I think an alleyway is like traditionally outdoors.
Yeah. Agree to disagree. And at the end of the alley, he opens up a huge dusty trapdoor, and you can see steps leading into the dark. And he takes the torch and he offers it to you, Baston.
And Cremate says, beyond this, down here is the beyond at the end is the crypt of Sir Tristan's great grandfather, Berenor Grey Hawkins.
Baron Grey Hawkins.
Yes, no, his name is Berenor.
Bellinor?
Berenor.
Is-
Berenor.
Baron or Grey Hawkins?
No, no, a dead man. A dead man who is related to Sir Tristan.
Is this man a Baron?
His dead body. Maybe? I don't know. I'll be honest.
Baron or
Baron
Grey Hawkins.
Grey Hawkins. Anyway, goodbye. I leave you now.
He also tells you that there have been sightings in this wine cellar of a long-limbed beast over the last few nights, and
I've seen that.
and they someone tried to chase it down here, and they cornered it in this aisle, but when they got there, it had disappeared, presumably down the trapdoors, and they've just locked the trapdoors since then, hoping that it's still down there, and at that point he's unlocked the trapdoor and flung it open for you.
Aaron, do you get any weird vibes from this trapdoor?
You can make an investigation
Yeah,
check. if you want.
let's do that. Here?
Dice cam.
No, I don't get any.
Critical fail.
Critical fail.
Yeah, it seems safe, but it's pitch black down there, so only people with dark vision will be able to see unless you bring the torch with you.
Baston will go down the stairs.
Does Baston have
with
night
the
vision?
torch. No, but he's got a torch.
Oh, cool.
So Baston's going to lead.
Yeah,
Are there any other torches?
he's foolhardy.
There are ensconces on the wall. So you
Okay,
can,
I will de-ensconce one and take one with me.
I can light something if you like. I've got
You
the
just light
cantrip.
it off.
you can
another-
you can have your own torch that you make with the light spell if you want.
Yeah, so I will light your nose.
Why don't you light my sword, my short sword?
Okay, I'll light your short sword.
Thanks.
Not my nose. It's embarrassing.
All right, so you have a eliminated short sword. You have a torch. You can see in the dark,
Vision.
and Aaron's just gonna stay close.
I close my eyes.
Okay, and Baston is leading. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And can you guys explain to me the walking order?
So once he's down at the bottom of the stairs, is it a corridor or what is it?
Single file. So I need to know who's next.
Yeah, Baston's first.
Aaron, do you want to go next?
Sure.
If Aaron has the head of a pelican, does Aaron have the eyes of a pelican?
Yeah, they're on the side.
It's a good question.
Because like some birds have really great vision, like a
Yeah.
hawk or an eagle, eagle, falcon. Wonderful vision.
Yeah.
What do pelicans have? Are they known for their big?
you know what?
Yeah, they are because they fish. They're like a fishing. they
Right.
see the
Okay.
fish.
Okay.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to give you, as a racial trait, that you have advantage to sort of
Fish.
passive
Oh, yeah.
perception,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you have disadvantage for investigation.
There we go. Okay.
No, but you see, it's like when a pigeon looks at something, they go. You know, they really.
Oh, they really turn
they
into
look
it.
with
Yeah.
one eye.
They rotate in.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Well, it will. If there's something that affects the fact that you've got your eyes on the
an
side,
owl.
we'll give you disadvantage.
Yeah,
So-
wise old owl.
Ow, I'm gonna spun my head around.
Baston, Ayeron, and then
Well, I don't know because the head. Sorry.
no, follow this thought through.
Well, I just think that if you have the head of an owl, does that include the spine of an owl, which is the rotaty bit? Because maybe you've got the head of an owl on the spine of, say, a
Well, Aarakocra are like pretty bird-like all the way through.
Oh,
They're
okay.
feathered. There's feathers everywhere.
They're basically-
Everywhere.
They're a bird with arms.
They're basically a bird with
basically,
arms.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, because so you're saying that you think an owl Aarakocra would be able to just turn their back?
Well, I'm not sure if they would be able to because an owl can, but I don't know if the Aarakocra breed owl from the head up or from the neck up, if that makes sense. Sorry, this is.
Do you think they breed themselves by fucking a bunch of birds and seeing what comes out good on human form?
I mean, I imagine so. I mean, I don't want to ask
I'm
our
not
friend.
a doctor.
Yeah.
It
I
was
don't want to ask our friend how she was bred, but it's we won't get into that now.
do Aarakocra come from eggs?
Oh, that's
Yes.
a
Yeah.
good question.
I'm gonna go with yes.
So do humans, technically.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that wild?
Okay, Baston, Ayeron, who's next?
So Baston's first, then Aaron.
Yep.
And who's the most cowardliest?
Uh,
Cowardliest?
I don't want to be at the back. 'cause
Position
sometimes I get
3
scared.
really is the coward seat.
That's for Friezo then.
Okay, I'll go bow.
Okay.
Caboose. Bobby
caboose.
Pancake's caboose.
Bobby Caboose.
Excellent. All right, so Baston, as you make your way down these stairs, they turn to the left, and you find yourself them a sort of narrowing of the corridor, and then straight to your left, heading west into the dungeons, crypts, whatever, is a door, and it's closed.
I want to listen at the door.
There's a video of a pelican eating a pigeon in a park that will haunt me till my final day on Earth.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Alex.
I've-
Way to really derail.
Yeah.
But it's already in very great.
Thanks for
vein.
encouraging
You know, once-
people to explore other video content, Alex.
Can somebody
They've
just
already
post-
seen it.
Can
They're-
you just post the link, please?
You know, once when we were in Edinburgh, we were touring with the Axis of Awesome, and Lee was eating. He had a quarter of a chicken, and one of those big Edinburgh seagulls, which are like
Yeah.
10 times the size of a Sydney seagull, came in and just took the quarter of a chicken. And Lee screamed and chased it, saying, "Birds shouldn't eat other birds."
And then I think I've heard. Did he cry after that?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
mostly because he lost his lunch.
Yeah.
Make for me a perception check.
It was from Marks and
Not
Spencer's.
because nature is so cruel.
17.
Okay, great. You listen at the door, signaling for everyone to be quiet, and you can hear the sound of what seems like scratching a little bit through the door.
Scratch me
bit
happy.
distance, but like something taking something apart.
Like rats or bigger than a rat?
no, like a big animal,
Okay.
a beast.
I turn to the dragon friends. I'm like,
There's something in there. Oogie boogie.
Do we have any way of seeing through the door?
Is there a keyhole?
What do you think, idiot? What do you mean? You look through a door?
Is there a
I'm trying to remember
keyhole?
if you have. If we
The
have.
door isn't lockable. so
I'm
there's
trying to
no
remember which
keyhole.
magic shit we have and which magic shit we
Okay,
don't have.
sorry.
yet.
So it's just an open. It's just a door with no.
It's
Is
That's
closed.
closed. It's a closed.
There is a way to see through the door. It's called opening the door.
there a little gap under the door?
No, it's too close.
All right, Baston. I think you know what to do.
I kick the door open.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Stealth is for other people as Baston rolls a 16 and kicks the door, slams it open again.
Boom!
I cannot stress enough it was not locked. And as it opens, you can see down a corridor leading into the darkness with 3 doors to your left and 1 to the right. And 2 of the doors on your left, the far 2 doors are ajar. The others are closed.
But I can't see any. There's nothing.
Nothing in the corridor. The sound of scratching stops as you loudly kick down the door.
So 3 doors on the left, 1 door on the right,
Yes, that's correct.
3 doors down.
and 2 of the doors on the left are open. Mm-hmm. Okay, well I guess let's walk forward and look at the first door that's open on the left.
Can I just have a look around the room and see if there's any evidence of undead that I can track?
Oh, great. Yeah, make
Yep.
for me a survival check.
Yeah, and I do it with advantage, I think.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
for undead. If you're specifically just smelling out undead.
Yep.
You smell.
So that's a 20, modified 20.
Oh,
You smell something in the air, definitely. That is unmistakable. You've smelled before. It is the smell of decay. There are undead somewhere in this dungeon nearby, but not necessarily so close that it has to be the sound source you hear.
I can smell some deadies, mates.
Actually, because that was a 20 as well, even though
Yeah.
this isn't strictly what you were searching for, I'll also tell you that you can see tracks of a humanoid monster that goes down the corridor.
Oh, okay.
All right, friends, there's some bloody tracks going down the corridor of a humanoid monster. Old mate Aaron Cockring found it out.
Great work, Aaron.
Wow.
Great work.
You can owe me a favour.
great work.
Let's just see how the rest.
You marking those favors in your character sheet?
Yeah.
Well, lead
Wait, so
the.
how many favors do I owe you?
2.
And you still have not specified what these favors
Well,
are.
it's a favour.
Okay.
Lead the way, Cockring.
Sure.
Well, you
sure.
saw some tracks.
Yeah. No, are we going to find this thing?
Yeah, let's follow the
Yeah,
tracks.
Yeah, let's follow the
I'm
tracks.
interested.
As I
in
said,
tracks.
the tracks you're chasing go right past the doors, so they ignore
Oh.
these rooms.
Okay,
Yeah.
there is a chance, guys, that Filge is in one of these doors.
Oh, yes,
we
let's
should
check.
Keep an eye out for a good friend. too.
Open our eyes. Okay.
So should we just have a peek in the
Yeah.
in the
Quick
door?
peek.
Quick peek.
Quick peek.
Okay, so you ignoring the door to the first door that's closed.
Yep.
You go
You're gonna
past.
ignore it? Oh, I want to open it. I kick it open.
Well, you can't kick it open because you notice it's actually got a lock. This is one of the only doors that has a lock on it.
Bobby.
Pick that
That
lock.
lock.
Bada
Pick
bada
that
pick
lock.
that lock.
Bada bada pick that lock. Bada bada pick that lock. Digga digga.
15.
That'll do it.
Plus your skills.
Yeah.
All right, so ignoring the scratching sound, you all huddle around the first door, and you successfully pick the lock, Bobby.
Then I kick it open,
Stand to the side,
waiting
make
patiently.
an unnecessary strength roll.
Yeah, 14 plus
stuff?
5 unarmed is 20.
Okay, you smack the
19.
door open, and there is a jingle of falling coins falling to the floor because you've unlocked the keep's bursary, where money is kept. This is
So can we do a thing where we roll to see who's quickest at getting stuff?
This is like a
that what was-
mad scramble for cash.
Initiative check.
Oh, I rolled
yeah,
a
everybody
1.
might roll initiative.
Initiative. I rolled 13. Modified 13.
5.
4.
1.
All right. Looks like Friezo gets in the room first.
Yes. All right. So do I have time to just grab stuff, or can I see what's there, Dave? What do I see?
So, small bags that jingle, presumably with small denomination coins, have
Or
all fallen
bells.
down.
Small
There's a
bells.
locked
Ooh,
strong box
bags
in the
of
back of the
bells.
room.
Uh-huh.
And there is in the shelves there is some like artwork, some like goblets and plates and silverware. That's obviously just like emergency funds.
This one's
Take me to the lockbox, baby.
Okay, you race up to the lockbox. It is locked.
Uh,
Wellity, wellity,
Pick
well.
the lock.
That lock. Bobby, I will owe.
Is he already doing it?
17 plus.
I'm still holding it as Bobby picks it. But,
Yeah, but as I open it, I presume I can
Explain
get
to
in
me.
there.
No, explain to me the physicality.
No. So no, Bobby's opening it upside down because the hinges are facing Bobby and the mouth is facing.
So what
Frieza.
I've done is
So like a
duck-
Spider-Man kiss.
but with
Stop coughing.
I've popped up in between the box and Friezo because I'm Whittle, and opened it that way. So I actually have first eyes on the prize.
Okay. I hope it's a trap. Please make it a trap day. Is it a trap day?
No trap, unfortunately, because there's no justice. So it flips open, and because Bobby's closer, you see inside a humanoid-shaped winged helmet.
Grab it. I grab it.
Oh, my mum.
All right, you grab a helmet. It seems you can't tell by yourself what it is. It seems important and valuable. It's made of silver.
Can we?
I put it on.
Okay.
Does he start flying?
No, you can't tell if anything's happened to you yet.
Okay.
But you're wearing it?
Yeah, I'm definitely wearing it.
Everybody make for me a perception check.
I'm Asterix.
Not a good one.
13.
Wombat from Space, you can actually subscribe and join our channel. It will just chat in the chat, and you can click that and follow it. But you're welcome to also follow D&D, which does a lot of really cool content around the clock. I would follow both channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But subscribe.
I do follow both channels.
I rolled a 9 in perception.
There we go.
Can you chuck me back my D20s?
I got 13, Dave.
Okay. So who you got 13? Mm-hmm. Yep. Tell me what everybody got.
Oh, we're running.
Oh, I got a 6.
9.
I'm the smartest.
Yeah. 8.
Okay. That was your perception.
Yes,
You got a 13.
13.
All right. And you're quite close to the door because these two are inside. So
Oh, shit.
you suddenly realize, Baston, as the hairs at the back of your neck
Spider senses.
tingle, you realize that while you've all been obsessed about this room, a figure has crept behind you and is standing and suddenly lunges at you. And now quickly make for me
No.
a post grapple check.
Oh, I got a 3. I only got 3.
Baston shrieks, and then you all spin around as Baston is tugged out of sight and disappears around the door
Back into the corridor.
into the corridor.
Shit.
So you're just quiet for now, but the rest of you have a second to react. In fact, we're going to go into initiative. So I've got my normal pre-initiative. So Frieza, you're up first.
Bobby, Aaron, quick, go get him. Frieza's gonna grab
Coward! What a goddamn coward!
as many of the goblets and artworks.
You're going to use your turn.
to grab goblets and artworks and stuff.
Okay, so
What do I get, Dave?
you're not a good person.
No, he's not.
But also, if he carries a bunch of stuff, won't he be like?
No, because I don't have much stuff. So I don't know.
You get 180 gold pieces, but it's 180 gold pieces, but which is in 250 gold piece and 240 gold piece artworks. So you can't split that shit up, all right? You have
You
to.
can, but you ruin it.
Wait,
Yeah,
is he just
like
going to
that
carry
Banksy.
around paintings for the rest of
it's
the
mostly
night?
goblets and plates, but yeah, that's the most expensive items.
Dave.
Somebody wants to ask you a question, Dave.
Is somebody asking me a question? Have I forgotten?
That's Tom.
Hey, but I have.
Oh, no.
Oh, people just. Oh no, I think
People just daving you.
Yeah, well, nice.
But
Okay.
before there was some confusion over the tune we were singing, the lockpick song.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was the take that
Ding,
ding, that
bada, bada,
bada,
ding,
take that
ding,
ding,
bada,
lock
bada,
that pick. What was everyone singing the same song?
That's yeah.
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
Okay, well, Coram,
Yeah.
Canon, the
That
lockpick
was the
song
song.
is that one. Okay, yeah,
Okay,
moving
great.
on.
Right, so that is in your entire go. You get 280 gold, which is
180.
and that's
I'll take 280.
no 180. But you already have gold from the.
I have gems.
Are you richer now in this adventure than you've ever been in?
Yeah, I guess we'll have to continuity-wise work out why Frieza loses all his money.
Yeah, you
every time he gets the free side.
Canonically lose a bunch of it.
Aaron, you're next.
I'm going to delay my action till after Baston.
Ooh.
Okay, great. But he's being grappled, so he may not get.
Oh,
an
sorry.
action.
No, after Bobby.
Okay, great, Bobby.
Bobby.
Well, I'm going to run after Baston immediately.
Okay, Bobby, you run around the corner, and as you do, you get a sense of motion ducking into the room, the far open room on the left,
Okay.
where
Okay.
you realize now probably is where you'd heard the scratching sounds before.
Okay. I'm going to go straight for that room.
Okay, that's within 30 feet. So you race around into the room. The room is a cold larder. It's a place where salted meat is sort of hung up that the cooks use. And inside the room, immediately, you see there is a long scratch marks into one of the big pieces of meat. Something's been tearing shreds off it, presumably subsisting on the meat. And standing facing you is Baston with his hands up, and to the left of him is Baston with his hands up.
Oh.
And Baston says,
You got to say, is it Laston or Raston?
Raston.
Is it left Baston or right Baston?
Laston says,
I'm just gonna quickly,
well, they-
just so you know.
the Baston on the left says, he just turned into me. I'm the real me, not him. And the guy on the right says, that's not true. I'm the real me. I'm your friend Baston. And you should kill him, attack him.
You still have an attack action, so
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say, I don't care about you, Baston. Either of you. You're the worst.
they both start to cry.
No, that wasn't the response that I thought would happen.
Really? Oh, man. That is so hurtful.
I thought one of you would come up with your classic catchphrase
Oh.
as an indicator as to...
Oh, wait. I wonder if Baston's smart enough to know what he's meant to say.
They both work it out.
They both go, I'm the best.
Oh, this is the worst.
No, I am.
And then they start to fight. Okay, Aaron.
Okay, I enter the room,
Yeah, you can run in.
and can I take an action?
You can.
So I spot the two Bastons, and I use my hunter's sense.
Ooh, how does that work?
So as an action, choose one creature. So I pick one of them. You immediately learn whether the creature has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are if the creature is not hidden from divination magic.
Wow.
Very good. All right, you're going to pick left Baston or right
Left
Baston?
Baston.
And you need to roll for that?
Nope.
Okay. Left Baston, you realize, has an immunity to being charmed.
Okay. All right, and
You're gonna have to infer from that.
Yeah. Well,
Because you don't know Baston.
No, I let it go. Is your friend immune to being charmed?
Absolutely not.
I think Baston is the most easily charmed of the dragon.
Easily charmed of us all.
He's the most gormless of the friends.
Okay, that was your action, so that's your turn. Cool.
Should we? Is it Baston's left and right, or our left and right as we're looking at Baston?
That's a great question.
We're
The
thinking.
camera right or stage right?
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do prompt Baston and off prompt Baston. No,
Finally, my performance studies on it are coming.
Which one's port and which one's starboard of the Bastons?
yeah. So there's charmed Baston and can't be charmed Baston.
Right, okay.
And
Can Baston attack the other Baston?
yeah, well, the two Bastons actually attack each other.
They're just fighting?
Yep. So first up, first up.
Prompt Baston or off prompt Baston?
Well, they both attack each other.
Okay.
What are their various fighting styles?
I think they're just punching.
Are they Baston and Bastu?
Hey, that's much better.
Yeah,
We're gonna do Baston and Baston.
Best one and best two.
Best one, best two.
Yeah. So the first one.
Can I roll an attack?
Um,
Or you'll do
I
it?
think I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So left Baston hits right Baston and successfully hits for 7 hit points. And I'll tell you after we've solved this which is which.
Oh, boy.
Right Baston hits left Baston twice. And he
You want some D4s?
wants some D6s.
What? Squeeze me? Sure. Oh.
And he does 14 points of damage to the other one.
Oh, my face. My beautiful face.
Frieza, you're up next.
Frieza runs in. Would Frieza have followed? Or does
No, Friezo have established, is looting the bursary.
So Frieza runs in and is like, "Don't worry, I saved the precious artworks. I did it for the future generations." Wait, there's two Bastons. And Frieza would see both Bastons fighting, and would
This gets so hard.
guess realize that one of them's evil, so would cast Burning Hands because they're in a
They're fighting. You'll hit them both.
Yeah, but that's that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so Frieza knows he has to kill the bad one.
What?
Oh wait, no, you've got to roll to avoid it. So the Bastons have to. It's a
Which
dexterity
Baston?
saving throw.
Is he,
It's
Baston or
both.
Bast
It's an AOE attack damage.
into the melee.
Oh,
Okay.
melee.
Baston 1 fails, and Baston
Bast
2
two.
succeeds.
That's two.
Okay.
Bast 2 succeeds.
And Bass 2 had already taken more damage.
That's correct.
I have no idea which one's which.
No, it's right. I'm keeping track.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 5 is 9. So one takes 9 damage, one takes 4.5.
Oh my.
Well, one takes 4.
Or 4, sorry. Yeah.
Round down, round down. When you're alone,
You can
always go round down.
Excellent. Okay, the Bastons are not looking great. They're both bloodied. They've both taken a lot of damage.
What spell were you burning them?
Burning hands.
Oh boy.
And both of them turn and look at Frieza and are like, "Dude, I'm right here."
Well, one of you's got to be bad.
Sorry.
No.
Has Aaron told? So we know Bobby and Aaron know.
So all I've done is I've looked at the left hand one and I've asked, is Baston easily charmed?
Yep.
And that's what I said.
Yes.
Okay. So even I don't know.
So I haven't had enough time to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, how small's the room? Would the bird and Bobby also have gotten charred?
The Bird and Bobby is the name of our spin-off
Now,
series.
now that
It's
you
all
mention
crimes.
it,
Bobby and the Bird.
Yeah.
no,
Mornings on WXFM.
because it's only 10 feet across,
Yeah,
and because
it's a
if
cone
any of them had
that
joined
way.
the combat, they
Right,
would. But yeah. But thank you for checking on me to see if you also need to.
I just think it's important to play a fair game.
Okay, Baston's fighting. Baston's out of this.
Baston's already done. So next up is Aaron. Oh no, Aaron delayed, so it's now Bobby.
Oh, hey Baston.
Yes.
What do you think of this hat?
Oh,
So
it's
just to be clear again, Bast 1 is immune to charm. Bast 2 is not immune to charm. That's the biggest. Yeah.
Yep. What are the best?
So it would then follow. What did you just say?
What do you think of my hat? My new fancy shiny hat.
But you know which one is charmed and which one isn't.
I don't because Aaron hasn't.
Oh, I
Right.
see.
Yeah. You only let me get the question out. So you can delay your own.
I think it's great. Please kill this other guy. Help me.
Why are none of you helping?
You're not even helping. Only Frieza burned me. Oh God, I'm in so much pain.
Oh, so
I'm
who's
gonna
saying
let
that? Best two?
They both said bits of it.
But which one said Frieza?
Oh no. They're both. This Bast 2, but the other one it seems to know isn't thrown by that. It's clear that whatever creature is pretending to be Baston either knows about you or can read thoughts.
Oh well. Oh, dang.
I say it's the one with the arrow in its head, and then I shoot an arrow at its head. So the one on the Bast 1.
The one that's immune to charm.
Yes.
Okay, great. Make an attack.
All right.
Don't miss.
Yeah, don't miss.
What do we got? 20.
That will hit.
Something?
20 something will hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I do D8 plus 3. So 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, so it's sizzling and in pain. And now, Bobby, that was your turn. So it's now Baston's turn.
Well,
Tell me what Baston will do, and I'll tell you what the doppelganger will do.
so Bast 1 has an arrow in it, and Bast 2 doesn't.
Yes.
Is that
Immediately
correct?
reaches for his head and just checks that he doesn't have an arrow.
Bast 2 is
Don't say that.
no Bast 2. Bast 2. Wait, Bast 1, Bast 2.
What does Baston
Checking best.
You're playing real Baston.
do?
We need to turn Eden off and on again.
What does Baston do?
I think he wants to. I think he would just keep beating the crap out of the other one.
Great. Then the other one beats the crap out of you, so they both continue to attack. Bast 1 hitting Bast 2 misses, but then does a critical,
Oh no.
and the critical is 18 points of damage.
Oh my God.
And
I think
Bast
he's
2
down.
to Bast 1 hits once, and does another 9 points of damage. So, yeah, actually,
Bast.
the two Bastons slash at each other, and then they both. There's a sickening crunch as they stab into each other, and the only force keeping them upright is the swords now of the Sergei Endurovich name sword, which you somehow have at level 3. Let's not worry about that. Lodged into the two bodies, as they both pass out and then topple backwards into the room. And begin to die. Make for me a death check.
Oh, I don't.
Did they both
God
have?
damn it! This always happens.
Did they both have the sword, Dave?
Oh, that's a fail.
They both seem to have the sword.
Baston fails.
Baston fails. And also, and the doppelganger succeeds. So you don't know which is which, but Baston is
No, we
dying.
do know the bit because the
Arrow.
If you believe what Aaron is telling you,
Right, okay.
Baston has failed one death save, and the other one has succeeded. And the next one up is Friezo.
If someone's dying, can you kill them to prevent them from doing more death checks?
Every time you attack someone that's dying, they automatically fail a death check and they take a death check.
Oh, cool. Okay, so Frieza's gonna go up to the the one with the arrow in its head, and Frieza's gonna take the small dagger and cut out its eyes. No, because what I was thinking was if you could have a doppelganger's eyes, then you could get into any retinal scanner ever. Do you know what I mean?
Do they have retinal scanners?
No, but I'm thinking we're going
You know you're gaming it, and you know you're going.
to Freeside in 2075, and I imagine this will come in handy. Look, at this point, Frieza.
Are you trying to Infinity War the game?
But also, when we arrive in Freeside Cannon, we don't have any of our stuff with us.
Yeah, I know, but this is like
Not if you eat them.
I think at the point where Friezo became a god, Friezo would have traveled back and explained everything to all past versions of Friezo.
So confusing and so alienating.
Anyway, the important thing is, no, it's not alienating. Friezo's just gonna cut out some doppelganger eyes, okay?
Which is also not going to kill him.
But when a
damage.
doppelganger dies, does it revert to its normal self?
Guess we'll find out.
Well, it hasn't yet.
Oh, it's a 4.
Oh, you take it for
No, it's an automatic. It's an automatic hit.
You take his eyelashes.
Yeah. So it takes another death. It takes another. It's failed one now.
And do I get the eyes, Dave? How many eyes do I get?
You've started to cut out the eyes. It takes more than 6 seconds to cut out someone's eyes. Do you disagree with that?
I don't know.
Yeah, what if you popped them?
Oh, have you seen that video of the person taking garlic out?
Yeah, that's how I peel eyes now.
Yeah.
It's like with a knife straight in.
I've never heard the phrase "peel eyes."
I tried
I mean,
that.
I guess I have.
You've got to have.
Keep your eyes peeled.
You've really got to have a very fresh bulb of garlic
Yeah, I know.
for that to work.
Totally. So
Just trick for those at home. If you get two metal bowls and put them on top of each other and put the garlic in, shake it around. That'll peel the garlic for you. All right.
Why can't you just peel the garlic like with a?
Stinky fingers.
Stinky fingers, and if you've got a lot,
Bobby.
to peel,
Or if you're a Dracula.
Bobby.
Hi. I'm gonna go up to Bastu and just like
join in the stabbing.
lodge a short sword right into his neck hole.
Into Bass 2.
Into Bast. One.
wait, the one with the arrow. In
Okay,
it?
you grab
One
your
with the arrow.
you grab your short sword, and this
One
is
with the arrow.
another automatic fail. And at that point, their concentration broken. The doppelganger screams in pain. Its mouth opens until it's half the side of its face. Its skin shrivels to black, and all of its clothes disappear until it's a black, shapeless form. And it reaches out for you, screaming a curse at you, which dies on its lips, and it collapses. And you have slain the doppelganger.
Yes. Shapeless
Baston
form.
takes another death.
Does a treasure come out of it?
Does a treasure come out? It's
Yeah.
not a gashapon machine.
So as my next action,
Yeah, you're next.
I cast Goodberry, and I start to feed Bass 2 some sweet little good berries.
So you create 10 magical berries that will give a hit point back.
Is this a real spell?
Yes,
Yeah, good berry.
Goodberry. It's they became,
to you.
and I start to nurse Bass 2 with a little bit of good berries.
The best on you.
Do you mama bird it to him?
Yeah, so I
You cheer them up.
chew them up.
Sebastian, yeah, you were lulled back by the delicious taste of good berries.
And just a giant
And
pelican.
pelican
beak.
saliva.
Yeah, which is
They,
just,
Oh god! Oh god!
so, like at random, once it kind of done in ASMR style. So, here's some good berries for your mouth. Can you get that stuff in your mouth? I'm gonna.
In the other room, we could hear our producer just say,
that really upset Shaq. Amazing. Yeah, nobody likes that. All right.
ASMR.
The next Patreon stretch goal is to promise to never do that again. No, so the doppelganger is dead.
How many hit points is Baston on now?
Well, he's got them good berries.
So he gets 10 hit points back.
Yeah, if you eat all the good berries, then you're up to 10 hit points.
Yahtzee.
Now, how many?
You can search the room now if you want, but
Alright.
as I said, it's a cold larder.
When the doppelganger reverts to its shapeless form, do the eyes still there?
You
Well, I
actually
just-
find yourself.
And-
Yeah, no, the eyes become the eyes. So yeah, you could. Yeah, all right. You know what, Friezo, you can add to your character sheet 2 doppelganger eyes,
Thank you, David.
Doppelgoggles.
doppelgoggles.
Frieza's gonna make some.
Would you like to cut any more body parts of it?
No, I think eyes is the big one. Eyes is the big one. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
There's no point taking because I don't know what's it's just a kind of a pink body. Is that what it is?
It's a black body. A pulsating pink body would be much more upsetting.
Okay.
Not
No, just the eyes then. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yuck my yum.
So you're at the end of the corridor in the cold pantry. You can get some salted meat. You can all get rations if you want.
Yeah, Baston puts a steak on his wound.
You see that there's small pouches of salt on the wall. You can take a bag of
Oh,
salt.
yeah, I'll take a bag of salt.
Yeah.
I'll take a bag of salt.
You can both take a bag of salt.
Are there any more artworks?
Yeah, there's this sculptural ham.
Yeah.
All right. What is a sculptural ham worth?
Oh, well, I think you'd have to take it to an art appraiser. But if you want to carry it, it's very heavy. You'll have disadvantage for the rest of.
How heavy is it? How many pounds? What are
It's
you
the size of a mature pig.
What? Wait. There's
Mature.
there's
It's on a hook.
ham.
Like a
Oh, there's hooks. Sorry, there's also chains with hooks. It's a pantry, and there's all these pigs hanging from the.
Oh, whole sides of pigs.
whole hog.
Yeah. Oh, you just want like a single ham.
What Friezo's? I think Friezo has realized that there's going to be valuable artworks in here. So if there's any decorative, you know how you go into sometimes you go into like a kitchen in Versailles, or whatever, and it's like the servants' quarters, but there's still like a painting that's worth $40 million. For
Yes.
some fucking reason. Friezo's wondering if there's going to be some rich ass paintings on the
This
walls of
is a very humble cold larder.
Is there a good cleaver or anything?
Or like a valid.
Yeah. You can take. It's not good. There's a functional old big iron cleaver sitting on a big wooden chopping block,
What about a valuable Iberico jamon?
like jamon iberico.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Like jamon Iberico.
You know, nobody else had noticed this, but there's a small tray of Iberico wrapped asparagus that someone
Ooh,
has
just
out
left
with
here?
dipping sauce.
Does it heal for 2d6 hit points?
Absolutely not.
It'll make your pee smell weird.
Dave, is there a drawer in this kitchen where you open it and there's just a lot of sort of Tupperware mismatched? where
This
you don't
isn't a
know if there are
kitchen.
lids
This
or-
isn't a kitchen. This is just
This is a fridge, essentially.
it's a fridge.
Oh, okay. Is there then? I don't know.
A soda stream.
Yeah,
They got a
I was
soda.
gonna say some like
Mismatched coffee mugs.
Or like
different things of soy sauce of different brands that people have bought because every time they want soy sauce they buy a new one. But they
No,
don't really-
there is none of these things.
how about one of those Mark Newsom orange squeezes that looks like a spaceship?
There's none of these things.
No, it's very.
It's a fridge. You're
Oh,
inside.
we're in a fridge.
You're inside a medieval.
Why would someone put an orange juicer in here?
Yeah, it's very confusing.
I know, because if the orange goes on it, it'll cool the orange juice as it comes out.
All right,
Oh,
Reese
yeah.
is gonna look at the
I
vegetable.
figure, like if you poured it in a water into a mold shaped like an orange.
There are the
squeeze
other
that, then you-
rooms that,
Mate, yeah.
Ah, yes. let's
or
go-
you
there
could
we
go down the corridor and the corridor
You
opened
want to
out.
make a
So we-
startup?
There were 4 rooms, were there? Mm-hmm. So we've checked out 2 of them.
You've checked out the bursary and the cold larder.
Cool. All right, let's go to room. What's behind door number 3?
The leather room.
So door number 3, you see a dry larder, and so it's full of sacks of grain and there's cheeses and
I Baston just
Emily Star.
just slips his hand into a bag of beans, just like, and looks whimsical.
Except it's baked beans, so it's like.
Anyway,
and then what's behind door number 4?
it is the kitchen. So you can get any cooking. You can get
Oh,
cooking supplies.
is there some Tupperware?
No, there's not Tupperware. Do you know why there's not Tupperware, Hing?
Why?
Because this is fantasy.
Well, is there-
This is fucking fantasy.
Anything can be in fantasy. I'm a fucking bird person.
Okay.
yeah, there's bird people.
saying-
No Tupperware, Dave.
There's no Tupperware.
There's some old timey Tupperware then. I don't know,
It's called a wet sack.
Yeah, there's a sack. There's mismatched sacks.
Okay. Friezo wants to get a sack big enough to
You gonna
hold...
start a sack party?
No, Friezo wants to get a preserving
I wanna
sack
do a
to
sack
keep
party
the
once.
tail moist.
You brought the tail.
Like in
Okay, you find a sack that is of cheesecloth that has been soaked in lard, and you wrap the tail that you
I love that
cut.
there's a Dave emoji.
You cut off a kobold, and you now have wrapped it in cheesecloth to
Cool,
keep
I'm
it
going to
moist.
throw the eyes and the tail in the same sack to keep them all fresh.
What happened to you as a kid?
How much? What are you carrying? You've got like a bag of gold. You've got artwork.
2 paintings.
You've got. What do you have on there?
I don't have Dark Winter's Bite anymore. I've got 14 gems, a chief's tail,
While you go through this list, I'm just
the magic whistle,
In
and then...
the sack. In the sack.
Anyway, so the eyes and the tail are going in the sack, Dave. All right.
Oh, yeah. You're going to make a friend.
All right, so amazing.
Someone wants to know when this becomes Stranger Things.
It's a really good question.
Great question.
Not very long, according to my notes, but we are up to encounter 1.
Yeah, Encounter 1. But you missed last week when the Dragon Friends were playing Accountants and Actuaries, which was a big doff of the cap to the Hawkins boys playing Dungeons and Dragons.
And that's got to give us a little bit of like.
Yeah. So back off, okay? We're only 5 hours in. Okay, we'll get to it.
Yeah, because we're actually playing in the Upside Down, where Stranger Things is actually just a show about a bunch of assholes trying to play Dungeons and Dragons.
So, now having cleared out the buttery and storage areas, you can move further down into the dungeons if you want.
Okay. Yeah. Let's forge on, friends. Aaron, can you get a track on that undead scent from before?
Yeah. So I want to track the scent that I was following.
Yep. Okay. Well, yes, you.
I'll have no Australia upside down jokes on this chat. Racist.
So the room opens up into a vast vaulted room space. There's about 12 pillars spaced out every 10 feet. So it's a huge room, and it's an old cathedral built underneath the castle, so that in times of war, the people of Diana were able to come and still hold services. It's also big family funerals and things. It looks like obviously like a ritual space for Tristan's family.
Are there any bodies buried here, Dave?
This is the cathedral, so not.
So this isn't the crypt yet.
No, that's correct.
Which god is the cathedral in honor of?
Well, why don't you make for me a religion check?
13 plus nothing. 5.
You recognize some signs of the god Ilmata.
And we all know that's the god of.
Perseverance, suffering. It's a neutral god.
Okay.
That is very much about devout service and through pain, enlightenment.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a
a
cathedral dedicated to Ilmata.
And are there other doors in the room?
Yes, there is a.
Tom. Yeah, Tom. Well, no,
It's a supremely good dog, Tom.
Yeah.
Get back to Boomer Twitter, Tom.
So you can see there is the altar, and beyond the altar there is. It looks like there are exits leading further to the west into the dungeons. But you can also see that there is like a window cut into the stone, even though you're underground, on the northern wall.
Is there light coming through the window?
No, you can just
Is
see.
there darkness coming through the window?
Yeah, it's a square of darkness, even in the torchlight. And you wanted to also make a check for undead?
Yeah.
Yeah, death. You feel that the sense of death is getting closer and closer, but this room feels safe to you.
Okay.
So in the room, there's pillars, and did you say like a plinth or a?
There's an altar, yeah.
Okay, can I investigate the altar?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
What's in it? Oh, 16.
It's a granite altar. There is a stone basin that looks like it once held water or blood or some kind of liquid, but it is long empty. Other than that, anything that was here is long gone.
I want to find a crypt. I want to find the crypt because that's where we were told to go.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there's a door.
There's the door, and then to the north, as I said, there's a little window cut into the stone.
All right.
Really?
Let's go down. Let's go to the. Let's go down to the door first, and then because the window's probably magical or something. Oh, I can't check. 14.
14?
Is the window magical in origin?
So you're going to go and investigate the window?
Yes.
Okay. So the window looks like it has been just cut into the stone. It's angled. Make a religion check for me, just because you're exploring it.
Does it look like a religious window?
Nah, probably it's like a 6.
It's cut in a strange way. It's
8 actually.
yeah. You can't discern its purpose, but it looks like it's been cut in a very specific way.
Okay.
and it's in part of the way that it's cut is it's difficult. It looks like it could be looked out. Someone could look out through it, but you can't see.
Oh,
in.
it's a creepy window.
It's a peepee window.
A peep.
Wait, but we're underground, aren't we?
Yeah.
So if you could see, you'd be seeing into the dirt.
Well, presumably there's another room beyond there.
So there's a secret room on the other side of it, maybe that looks into here.
Right.
Maybe like a panic room.
But how would you get in there?
Maybe Jodie Foster's in there.
Is there a torch holder near the window?
Is that the only way that secret passageways work?
Well, I'm gonna try. Is there one, Dave?
There is not a torch. No.
Is there a suit of armor?
Do you want to investigate?
What? I already did an investigation check.
No, you checked the altar.
Oh.
I
No,
checked
didn't.
the
He
altar.
checked the altar. I didn't investigate.
Would you investigate, bud? What'd you
Critical
find?
fail.
I got a 16.
Okay. You look and investigate the stonework, and you realize that one of the pieces of stone and mortar is slightly pressed out from its bedding from the mortar.
Okay, I push on it.
You push it,
Yep.
and a panel of the wall opens up, and there's darkness beyond it.
Ooh. I attack the dark now.
That's a timely reference. that has got to be.
It's a 20-year-old meme, right?
Yeah,
there.
right, well done.
Something like that.
It's a real YMT.
A meme's 20 years old.
That one is.
Sorry?
Far out.
Yeah.
What's the oldest meme?
You the man now, dog?
Well, probably cave paintings.
Yeah. Oh.
You're the man now, dog.
So I put my glowing sword into it.
Just gonna walk right in.
Well, I'm just gonna wave it in to see if I can see anything immediately.
Okay, so you wave it inside, and you see a tiny cell about 15 feet deep, but 5 feet wide and 15 feet deep. And it looks like in the distance you can see a small bed, and there is a shelf and a little desk and a little stool.
So by little, you mean little?
No, like
Bobby size?
humanoid size.
Oh, that's not little.
Humanoid.
It's not like a little church
Like a
mouse.
doll's house. Like a little, here's where the mouse lives.
The little church mouse from like that Disney Robin Hood movie. Yeah, it's not his house.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll go and investigate it.
Okay. You walk in, as I said, it's a little cell. Its inhabitant, it seems like they're long gone.
You're the man now, dog.
All right. Okay. All right. And there's a bed, although it doesn't have any sheets or blankets. Everything here is quite old. Looks like it hasn't been used for a while. And you can see on the desk there is, which is built into the wall, just a piece of stone shelf built into the wall. There is a shallow wooden bowl and a wooden mug and a dusty book. And you can also see now that you're inside the room that next to the bed there is built into the rock a rivulet of water running in a small fountain that collects into a bowl and catches next to
Toilet.
it. No, it's not a toilet. It's a fountain.
Could you use it as a toilet?
Are you going to piss into it?
No, I'm just asking if you could, if you wanted
Just
to.
let me have a
you can
drink
piss
first.
anywhere
I'm
if you
thirsty.
want to.
I guess the world's really your toilet, really.
No, it doesn't have functioning toilet apparatus.
Baston's gonna taste the water.
Okay.
What does
You
it taste like?
yeah, you take
No, I don't want to, Dave.
you gain sorry
Yes.
another 3 hit points.
Yay.
You realize that the water is holy,
Ooh, it's holy water. Ooh.
but you've come into the room as well now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Just to take a sticky beak.
Oh.
Overcome by thirst. Baston takes a drink.
The cheesecloth bag that I've got, is that waterproof because of the wax?
Yeah, but it's also full of bloody tail.
Okay.
And
Friezo's
eyeball.
going to fill up the bag with holy water to see if it heals the eyes and the tail.
It doesn't, because
Okay.
they're dead.
Gross.
Well, what is it? Well, now it's got a bag. Well,
So
just
you
the
wanna
holy
gr-
water's going to stay in there to preserve it all. You know what I mean?
Okay, so now you've got you've got a limp, sodden sack of brackish water with some eyeballs and a bloody tail swimming around it.
Yes.
Moist.
And then just some cups and a plate. Did you throw them in there too?
No, no.
artworks?
Only organic matter goes in the bag.
Big old bag of soup.
All right. Okay, cool. I'm just glad you're working on something. So as I said, there's still a book as well.
I'll check that out.
Ooh, a book.
The book is written in Celestial, which is not a language, Bobby, that you understand.
No, it's not.
So it is surprising to you that as you open the book, you realize, firstly, that it is in Celestial and that you can read every word.
As I look at it, I take my helmet off and keep looking at the words.
and they are meaningless to you.
Put my hat back on.
Friezo can read Celestial as well. Just that's a
So in many ways, this is one way that Friezo is now less useful to the group.
yes. So Friezo goes, but if you don't, they say that reading too much Celestial will send you mad. Anyway, what does it say?
Well, are you giving the book?
No,
to
I'm
Friezo?
going to read it out loud myself.
Okay.
Okay. The book is written by a. It looks like it looks very old. The paper is crackling to the touch, and the first page. Going through the first couple of pages, you realize it's full of catechisms and prayers to El Mater, and also a little bit of autobiographical information about a anchorite saint that the family allowed themselves to inter themselves inside the cathedral probably a century ago.
Is anchorite a type of stone?
Anchorites were saints that got themselves immured, walled up inside cathedrals. So the family would provide her food, and presumably she would just study, contemplate. It's again Il Mater. It's a very Il Martian style service.
Like a hermit, but closer.
It's a hermit, yeah.
Yeah, like a hermit
with
is far
catering.
away.
But if you're locked away, and we've already established that the holy water fountain is not a turlet, where would
Is it turlet?
where would an intern saint do their business?
Well, you only have the book, so you're going to try and find information about that in the book.
Lots of pages ripped out the back with it. Definitely wiped themselves.
Are you going to show the book to Friezo?
I'll show it to him, sure.
Friezo, make an Arcana check.
Can I check?
One.
One. Look, I rolled a dice, and I don't know which one I rolled.
That one.
Was the one? Damn it! I rolled a one.
Okay, you can't.
Arcana plus 3 is like.
You're going to need more time. You get the sense that this is because it's divine magic and not arcane. You get the sense that there's something about this book that it has a property to it, but you can't by yourself identify it.
Does it smell like shit?
No, that's not the property.
Okay.
So it's a book and a desk and a little bed and the fountain. And that's
Yes,
all that's in
just
this room.
a humble anchorite cell.
What can I?
I'm just outside the room. I'm keeping just aware of anything else.
Finally, a professional.
So am I doing this wrong?
No, you're doing this wrong.
Just having stuff off my butt. Is that how you do Dragon Friends?
Pretty much.
It's not how you do it.
From the inside, by the way, you also see, and this is again normal, the wall, the cut window into the wall is angled in such a way that the only thing you can see through it is the altar. It's just so you can observe the sacrament.
Oh, it's a religious thing.
Yeah, it's a hagioscope.
Right.
A hagioscope?
Hagioscope.
Like a kaleidoscope?
It's the name for this type of window.
Or where you look out and you see a
We should.
cross or a statue or something.
We should get out though, because if this closes, I think you can only open it from the outside.
Oh, we trapped in here. Is there a skeleton in here?
Suddenly, so you like clench both your hands. It's a good thing that Friezo's not the one on the outside.
Dave, is there a skeleton sitting at the desk?
No, I mean presumably this is a century ago.
All right, they buried her. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, bring the book, Bobby.
Okay.
Bobby, bring the book.
All right, so you take the book and you head. Are you going to head to the doors to the west that were behind the altar?
They're the only doors
Yeah,
that,
they're the
that we
doors,
can
so we came
head
through
to,
the other
right?
ones.
Okay, so you sneak right through, and then you, as you go through a corridor, the room opens up again. It's now the stone is much more rough and unpolished, and there is a archway leading into a bigger space beyond, and the archway has an celestial inscription written across it.
And it reads,
It says, "Disturb ye not the wakeful dead beyond."
Guys.
In celestial.
let's be really quiet.
Why?
What's this? Don't disturb the dead.
It doesn't say anything. What are you
Blah blah. Squiggle squiggle bop bop.
Okay, that's very disrespectful.
Bop 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 bop.
Can you? You're scatting.
Give it up.
Scream.
Okay, so
Scatman.
everyone is being quiet.
Yes.
I'm a scat.
After that, initial-
Everyone's scatting loudly.
so Dave, there's a corridor. We went through the door off the church chamber.
So as you went through the church, you went down further, and the stonework became rougher.
Oh yes.
And now there's an archway at the end of this
so
second
there's
staircase,
at the bottom of the staircase, there's an archway.
and it leads into a new space, and it says, "Disturb ye not the wakeful dead beyond."
Is there a door or just an arch?
Just a stone arch.
Bobby, can you look see if there's traps?
Oh, yeah, I can do an investigation check. Also, Wakeful Dead suggests that these dead wake up. That's a natural 20, my friend.
No scatting. This is supposed to be a PG-13 stream. Very good.
Thank you, Peg Leggery.
So, Bobby sneaks forward with dark vision.
No, I've got a glowing sword, though.
With your glowing sword. And Bobby, as you walk into the room, you suddenly see on either side of the corridor as it opens up into a room, sarcophagi. So there's like four on one
Any
side,
sarcophagals?
4 on one side, and 2 on the others at intervals. And the floor is slate pavers. And you rolled, what did you roll in investigation?
He got 20.
And as you walk through the room, you suddenly stop and you look. And although you're looking for traps, and this isn't a trap, it's just an old distressed paver, you suddenly get the sense that one of these is very distressed and with pressure would crack and snap.
Right. Okay. So I motion to the guy. Send one of my thought messages
Yep.
to all the guys. And
You have
say-
at level 3, you have messaged it. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do have message,
Yeah.
yeah. And say, avoid this. I point to it. I say, avoid this right here. Let's keep it down, guys.
How high is the ceiling?
Oh, can you make a stealth check for me as well?
Oh, sure. That's 11 plus...
That's fine.
6, yeah.
How high is the ceiling?
It's about 15 feet here.
Okay. Are there any gargoyles up there that I could perch on?
No, it's like the Parisian catacombs. You're actually, as you look closer to the walls, it looks like they've actually been built out of like sorted bones and stuff here.
Oh, is there a skull?
Oh, boy.
I mean, they're not in this room. This room seems to be mostly rib bones and.
How many
Bones
sarcophaguses?
connected to the
Rib
doorway.
There is 6 sarcophagi in the main room, and as you head west, at the room narrows down into a single sconce with a rostra, and on top of that rostra there is another quite gilded, fancy sarcophagus.
Oh, okay. So down past them is a rostra. I'm gonna drink my healing potion while I remember, Dave.
Chug it down.
What does it heal?
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, I'll do that as well, actually.
Yep.
Which one's a D4? Rather than rolling 2D4, can I roll a D8?
No,
No,
you
it's
want
different.
2d4 because you get
2d4's better.
3.
6.
6.
7. I heal 7, so I'm back up to 20 hit points.
Baston heals.
2D4 plus 2.
Yep. And so Baston heals 7,
Dice.
yeah.
8.
and
Frieza heals 8. So Frieza's back up to max hit points of 21.
that's very cute. Did you just draw that then,
It's
Simon?
Aaron
Yeah.
Cochrane.
That's lovely.
Yeah, thanks, Simon.
No worries. I need to get that because it's the back of my character shin.
Okay, so yes,
Oh, did you have the picture I sent you of Aaron Cochrane?
it's in the D&D Beyond, so you can see it on the side.
See it on the side. Yeah.
So 6 on the side. You're standing in the middle of the room. You've snuck into the room, and you're now beckoning for everyone to come forward.
Yes, that's right.
How are you going to manage this?
Am I managing it, or are you asking everybody?
I mean,
Oh.
if you want, you could come in and help them, which would mean that you would take the stealth check for everyone with disadvantage, or they can make their own stealth checks.
I think Bobby's the stealthiest, so Bobby should do it.
Bobby,
Even with
be
disadvantage,
stealthy.
Bobby's better
So I'm
than
going to make a stealth check for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna be stealthy.
So what am I doing? Like just guiding them one by one across the room?
You're basically going, you step here, now you
Okay,
step here.
Right, okay.
You see that?
Quite showing up on the
Still,
camera.
still too shiny.
So that's a 19 for the first one. So I'll say that's for Baston.
Oh, I
For
made it.
for Alan, that's 5 plus 7.
No, that's fine. You only need to roll with
just one for everyone?
disadvantage.
Okay.
So 12 was the lowest.
Right.
So with Bobby's help, you all sneak into the room. You have probably chalk in your thieves' kit, so you chalk out the area that you don't want them to step on.
Ooh, smirked.
Yeah, because thieves can. You'd have chalk. And as I said, you're all now standing very quietly and still in the center of this sacred space. And
What bones can we see?
so there are 6 sarcophagus that you've now walked past, and in front of you, to the west, there is a rostra and a sconce built into the western wall holding a big gilded sarcophagus. And now that you're closer, you can see that there's this filigree work all down the side of it, and resting on the lid of the sarcophagus is a sword in a scabbard, and resting just above the sword's pommel is a signet ring.
Are there any skulls available in this?
I would say at a guess there might be 7 skulls available in this room.
Okay. So this
It's a sleepy skull.
this one.
grumpy skull.
Okay, so if there's 6 sarcophagi and then 1 master sarcophagi, is that if I?
Well,
yeah.
you've injected class into it, which is unfortunate. But
Well, there's 6 just like run of the mill sarcophagi and then 1 fancy one.
yes.
A golden one, yes. Gilded.
So I imagine these are all linked. So when you hit one, they all. So, but also it's one of those things where maybe if you the fancy one goes and we all kill that one, maybe the rest of them will fall away.
Yeah, smart.
So should we all like just crowd around this fancy one and then open it and then stab?
Are we just romantically assuming that there's a monster in the fanciest sarcophagus?
Well, either that or we're going to be stabbing Princess Diana's corpse or something. I don't know.
Why do we have to stab the corpse in the first place?
Because we know there's undead down here because we've tracked it. We know that the thing there said don't disturb the undead, which we were basically doing anyway to get treasure, I imagine.
Can I look at the sword, Dave?
Also look for our friend.
Also look for our friend.
Baston picks up the sword.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
All right, Frieza's going to crowd around right near Baston though,
Okay.
and ready a spell in case it goes crazy.
I head back to the entrance of the room and notch an arrow.
Okay, Baston, quickly make for me a stealth check.
Stealth.
Ooh,
2.
ouchie,
That's a hot
ouchie.
2. Still,
It's a
yeah.
steaming number 2.
Yeah, 4. 4 total.
You pick up the sword, and as you do, you unfortunately disrupt the lid of the sarcophagus, and you grab the sword.
Yep.
And the sword, you instantly realize it's a magical longsword.
Yes.
+2 longsword, and as you grab it, suddenly it rumbles, and as if something is trying to break out of the sarcophagus, and as there's a thump and a crack, and the lid of the sarcophagus juts forward, and as it does, invisible chains manifest themselves, locking the sarcophagus lid in place with seals with the symbol of Ilmater on them.
Oh, that's lucky.
And they strain, and it thumps, and one of the chains snaps.
Oh no!
And at the same moment, the 6 sarcophagus behind you, their lids all crack, and shambling skeletons, all of them dressed in chain.
Top hats and monocles.
Hello, my darling. Hello, hello, my ragtime girl.
In chainmail, and all of them with short swords. They all stagger out, and we go back into combat. So, Frieza, you're up.
Frieza's going to die for the signet ring.
Okay, yep.
And then slip that signet ring on his signet finger.
You grab the signet ring and you put it on, and it's a ring of protection. You also notice that it has the family crest of Sir Tristan's household on it.
Maybe I have a claim to the throne now. What does this ring of protection do?
+1 to your armor class. So you grab that, but as you disrupt it again, another of the chains snaps. And now there's only one chain holding the sarcophagus lid shut. And
Frieza's going to make a run for it.
yep, so you race back. And Aaron, again, you're next.
I am going to cast Protection from Evil on myself.
Okay, great. So you have, I think, advantage
Until the spell ends, yeah, I have advantage.
against undead.
Yep.
Great.
Against undead.
Bobby.
I
I know. Where do you want to stand?
So they have disadvantage attacking me. I'm at the doorway.
Okay, so you go back to the doorway because you were in the middle of the room, and you, I imagine, ready your bow, and you cast protection.
Yep.
I'm going to throw that cleaver at the nearest skeleton, trying to aim it at the skeleton's head.
Great.
That is a 20, a natural 20.
20.
And I say, leave it to cleaver.
Okay, the cleaver will do d6 plus your
Doubled, so that's 12.
So 6, 5, 10. That will do 10 damage.
Okay, great.
And 10 damage will not kill a skeleton, but it hacks one of its arms dead off.
Yeah,
They're
right.
quite flimsy, and this skeleton looks like it's, pretty far gone after that.
Can I attack the skeleton closest to me?
But now that Bobby's over, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I get 2 attacks at 3rd level, right?
You have 2. What does it say here?
I don't know.
It's your character.
Yeah, but I was
Many
looking at it
years
and I
have
didn't
played this
know.
game?
To be fair, if you do 2-weapon fighting, do you have a second weapon?
I've got 2
He's got
swords.
2 swords now. He's
Oh.
got 2
I've
magical
got 2
swords.
long swords.
That's true.
So I get +6 hit and +7 with the other. Ooh, so 11 and 24.
Okay, so
So
the,
I'm a class.
the second one hits.
Okay.
And so it's the second one, so you don't get your plus to your damage. Just
Just the regular.
and plus
thing.
2 for the sword.
Yeah. Oh, 12 damage.
12 damage plus 2 for the sword.
No. So I get plus 3 for strength. So that's
You
plus
don't get
5.
plus 3 for strength because it's your offhand.
Oh.
Maths. But you do get plus 2.
So I do 10.
10 damage. Okay, it's also
Slash.
hurt. Now the skeletons retaliate. 2 of them attacking you, Baston. 1 of them hits, and 2 of them attacking, racing towards to attack you, Bobby. And they roll a 14 and an 8. Do either of them hit?
Armor class is 14.
Yep. It's a hit.
So then no. So they don't overcome your. Oh no. So sorry. It does hit.
One hits.
So Bobby, you take 8 points of damage, and Baston, you take 6 points of damage. And
Ooh, I'm down to 14.
the other 2 start stumbling towards. One of them stumbles towards Friezo, and one of them stumbles towards Aaron, but neither of them will reach you this turn. And the sarcophagus snaps again, and the final chain bursts. And so now the only thing holding it there is the sign of Ilmater and the lid that hasn't cracked yet.
Oh, boy.
Friezo, you're up.
Frieza's going to ready his action for when the last chain breaks.
And what's your action?
He's going to cast all 6.
All 3. You can only cast up to your level.
I thought, magic missiles? Okay, he's going to ready 3 magic missiles.
Level 3 magic missile, which is 5 missiles.
Sure, okay.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Pew, 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 pew. And
Who goes
Aaron.
first? Oh, Aaron.
I am going to use my bonus action to put Slayer's Prey on the elephant coming towards me, the skeleton coming towards me.
Yes.
And then I'm going to fire my longbow.
Great.
What's Slayer's Prey do?
So it does an extra d6 damage.
Yahtzee.
This is dim light. Oh no. So you have advantage to fight undead.
Oh, yeah, I do.
No, but it's cancelled out because
Okay.
of the dim light.
Yep. So 8 plus 7, 15.
Only because you're at a distance to them. So 15 will hit.
Yep. Okay, and so I do d8 plus d6. Oh, we got a d6 here. Yep. So 3 plus 3, 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, great. And then the next one is Bobby.
I'm still close to the center.
Yep.
So there's lengths of chain nearby me.
Lengths.
Um,
Oh no,
the
these were
broken
ghostly
stuff?
chains, so they've sort of
they're ghostly
evaporated as
chains.
soon as they.
Okay, cool.
But there's 2 skeletons trying to kill you, right?
Yeah.
So I will. Well, can I move past the skeleton, given that it's probably is the size of a regular sized person?
Yeah, you can use your nimbleness.
Okay, so I'll duck through them and as a second action turn around and fire my longbow short bow at one of them.
Yep.
Which it does not hit.
Okay, so it misses.
Meese.
And then the next one is Baston.
Me. 2 attacks. Oh, both hit. And one of them does 6 plus 4 is 10, and the other one does 4. 14 damage total.
Okay, cool. One of them explodes. The other one is badly damaged.
Yeah.
The skeletons retaliate. The one attacking you, Baston, first of all, hits you for another 8 points of damage.
No! God.
The 2 attacking you, Bobby, even though you've run back, they continue chasing you.
Okay.
One of them gets in range, and it misses.
Great.
The other one, which is now in range of you, Friezo, attacks you, and that's hits.
What they roll?
They rolled a 21
Woof.
for 7 points of damage.
Yikes.
And
Man, we got to get a cleric.
the other one has now reached you.
Okay, it has disadvantage.
Yes, and it misses. So the sarcophagus lid bursts open at this point, revealing a ancient figure in mithril chainmail. That's because mithril doesn't age, unlike these ones rusted chainmail. It's still resplendent, and its tabard is still visible, and you can see the symbol of the house of Sir Tristan's house. This is obviously an ancestor of his, and it's wielding without its longsword. It still has another one.
Oh, that's convenient.
No, sorry, it has another weapon, but it's not the longsword. It's wielding a shield and a big mace, and it attacks.
Because I've readied that.
Oh yeah.
16 plus my attack is 21.
You don't need to
magic missile hits.
magic
Oh,
missile.
just
what
roll
am I-
5
oh, cool.
D4s.
Okay. So that is a 3, A 3.
6,
A 3.
9,
9,
A 4.
13.
13.
And a 2. So that's
15,
15
20.
plus 5 is 20 damage.
Yep. So peppering him with shots, it roars in pain. The white as it stumbles backwards, and then it sort of regains itself, and it turns and faces you, Friezo, and it holds up a hand, and it starts green sort of energies lash themselves around you, and you feel your body stiffen as your life force is pulled into its hand. Make for me a Constitution saving throw.
17 plus
Nice.
Constitution is 1. 18.
Okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
So you feel it for a second, like your life force is slipping away, and then you find a measure of internal fortitude, and you're okay. And then it just slashes at you with its mace with its other hand, but it misses as well. And you're up. Even though because you delayed your action, we'll put you at the end. Aaron, you're up.
So the skeleton coming towards me, still coming towards me. Mm-hmm. Is it closer now? Can I see it better? Do I have advantage now?
Yeah, now you're close.
Okay, so I am going to, as a bonus action, use my last spell slot to cast Hunter's Mark, and I'm going to fire my bow at it.
At the white?
No, at the skeleton coming towards me.
Okay, great.
So with advantage, I get a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely hit.
Yep. So with Hunter's Mark and the other one, and the D8, 14 damage.
Okay, 14 damage. It explodes in splinters and bone.
Cool. And then when it dies, my Hunter's Mark moves on to the white.
Oh, excellent. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Bobby.
I'm gonna
Sorry?
Is this one undead?
Yeah, a white would be undead.
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try something out. I'm gonna grab the prayer book that we got from the cell, and I'm gonna say, in the name of Ilmata, ancestors, Grey Hawkins, Sir Baranor, let's all chill and read a story from this most excellent book.
Okay, when you say the name Sir Baranor, the figure who's like pulling at Friezo, suddenly its eyes, like
It has eyes.
In a way, it's a white. Yeah. Oh god. It stiffens in a way that suddenly it suggests some kind of old humanity inside it, and it turns and looks at you.
I start flipping through the book, and I'm just gonna roll a dice to like find a passage to read.
Okay.
Or is there like a
Make for me quickly an intelligence check.
an intelligence check? That's a 16 plus 5.
All right, with your helmet of comprehend language, this is useful because it's written in a couple of different languages and dialects. You quickly find a catechism to Ilmata that is like about the ending of suffering.
Oh, guys, just be chill. Suffering happens, but then it ends. Life is a circle, a flat circle. Let us pray.
And what does the white say? Oh, I love this one.
Well, I think what we'll say is that
All right.
actually that functions as a turn undead. So the white and the skeletons all quickly just make some saves. As you do that, sort of a circle of serenity surrounds you, and the skeletons all stop paying attention to the various people they're fighting, and all suddenly notice Bobby standing reading this book of catechisms, and they all start fanning out, trying to get as much space between them and Bobby as they can while you're still reading. And even the white stops paying attention to Friezo and hugs the wall to keep as much distance from you as possible.
Okay, I'm gonna send out a brain message to my boys.
You
I can't?
You can't stop
Okay.
reading the catechism.
But can I think?
I think it's pronounced catechism, just so we're.
It isn't a catechism. Oh, I guess so.
I think so. Anyway.
Yeah, you might be right. You don't have the normal universal approval that you do when you tell me I pronounced something wrong.
Brilliant. Yeah. I send a brain message to the gang while speaking out loud.
Okay, make for me a concentration check, which we'll call an
Yeah.
intelligence check. Because
Ooh,
Oh,
that does not do it.
Steaming 2. Steaming number 2.
Big hot 2.
Big
a
hot
heavy
2.
turn.
I'm going to say this ends at this turn. So you falter, but this means that they have a turn where none of these undead are going to be able to act.
Okay.
And now you can get your message off.
Okay, I'm gonna start reading again. Come close to me. We're gonna move through the space. Get in my serene ring.
But that's broken it, as I've said.
Okay.
Oh,
So it may not work next time.
Oh, we'll give it a
we
try.
gotta try again. Okay, I'm gonna go to Bobby and we'll like go back to back with him. You know how they do in the movies.
Yep. Do you want to do anything with your action?
So how many skeletons are left?
There are 5 skeletons, 3 of them quite injured, and there is the white.
5 skeletons, 3 of them injured, and the white. And is there an exit from this room that we?
Yeah, it seems there seems to be a you can't see, but there's something behind near the sarcophagus on the western wall.
Ooh, or maybe do we try and kill the white? What do you think? What are we gonna do?
Kill it all.
While the white is looking
The white has disadvantage at the moment.
yeah,
They all
I'm
do.
gonna try and kill the white.
Okay, so you charge at the
Yeah,
instead
but-
of helping Bobby, you're going to charge at the white.
Well, how would I help him? Really, I would help him. I would help him by killing our enemies.
Yeah.
Right. But so I get advantage, right? Mm-hmm. What's his armor class?
Well, what do you get?
Oh, I get with that one 17.
That'll hit.
That hits and does 8 plus 4 is 12, and then with my other hand, I get a hit. I get 17,
Okay, that hits as well.
and it does D8 plus 2, 9 damage.
Okay, Baston charges forward with his 2 swords, and he chops, and the white is eviscerated. In
Yeah, I'm the best.
You can't help but feel that you had some help,
No, all me. It was all me.
and the white collapses into a pile of bones. Unfortunately, the other skeletons don't all die; they're still up. There's 5 of them,
Failed.
and the next one up is the skeletons. Actually, no, Friezo, because you delayed your action.
Friezo, then. How many skeletons are left?
5, 3 injured.
All right, and then the one that's
Oh no, so 4 now. 3.
the one that's attacking me.
Yep.
Is that injured at all?
Yeah.
How badly is it looking?
Oh no, so that one's not injured. No,
Okay, I will cast Witch Bolt then. It's a 16 plus spell attack, so I think 5, so 21.
Yep. How much damage?
I think it's 1d8 for every turn I hold it on. It's 8.
Yep, it's okay. It's very very damaged. It lashes out at you, Friezo, with disadvantage because it's just been turned, and it misses. It lashes out at you, Aaron, and misses. Lashes out at you, Bobby, and misses. And the last one races towards you, Baston, and it's Aaron's go.
I use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to the one attacking Friezo.
Yep.
And then I shoot Friezo. No. And then I shoot at it.
The chat's pointed out it's D12, by the way, for the Witch Bolt.
Oh, right. Well, let's margin up then. It would have done 12 damage because I got 8, which is the highest. Do you know what I mean?
I'd say you got 10 damage.
So-
You've always
No,
got to
what?
remember, Friezo. Round down.
So shooting with advantage at the thing.
Hits.
Hits and
make a hit.
8 and 6 and 3. 14.
Explodes. And then the next up is Bobby.
I'm going to try and read from the book again. So I'm going to continue on with the next page. of
Make an intelligence check.
Catechism. That's an 8 plus 5.
13.
13.
Okay. You don't find anything that's as powerful as the catechism. They now have resistance to it.
I want to. Is it catechism or catechism?
Pretty sure it's catechism.
It's catechism.
And
Some people in this chat were saying chism.
Chism.
No, someone's
Oh,
saying
this-
schism. It's
Catechism.
high K.
Catechism.
Is that catechism?
Catechism?
It is.
Catechism.
Catechism.
I think it's
Chism it is.
You do get a sense of what it is, you now have more understanding of the prayers, but nothing. It doesn't have the same effect this turn.
Not this time.
All right. Cool. Well, I will.
That's
try
where,
and
that
hide.
is that is your action.
Can I do a dash and look?
You can move, yeah.
Yeah, I'll dash away from the nearest skeleton.
Excellent. And then
Me.
Yeah.
Are there more bad boys around me?
There's only 3 left.
Are they advantaged or disadvantaged?
They're no longer disadvantaged.
Okay, 2 attacks. Uh-oh. I got a...
Okay, it's catechism.
Catechism.
All right. Okay.
I miss, and I roll a 1, Dave.
Okay, you drop one of the swords.
No!
Yeah, you do. You drop one of the swords.
I don't want to.
Well, I'm so very sorry.
Oh, well, I want to pick it up again.
You know, okay, you pick one up, which means
Catechism.
catechism. You get it gets a bonus attack against you, which it misses. Phew. And then the last ones attack you, Friezo, miss, attack you, Aaron, and misses, and then attacks you, Baston.
No.
I think the one attacking me is dead, isn't it?
They're breaking
I
off.
see, I see.
13, what's your armor class?
14.
You're fine.
Phew.
Meow.
Yahtzee.
But at this point, their bodies, now that the white that was linked to them is dead, they're starting to collapse and decay.
Oh, phew.
Fraser, you're up.
Eldritch Blast. 13.
You can just maintain your Witch Bolt if you want.
No, but that one's dead. The one I was.
Oh, right,
before
yeah.
died. So that's 17. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Cool. 1d10 worth of damage.
Some of the words that are being held by the automata. So sorry. We're trying our best, D&D.
That is
Sorry. Sorry, Greg.
Sorry, Greg.
Sorry,
8 force
Greg.
damage to
Dead.
skeleton.
Yep.
How many skeletons left?
2
now?
left.
DOS left.
DOS left. Aaron.
Bobby P.
So I move my hunter's mark to the closest.
Yep.
Shoot him with an arrow.
Natural 20. And a natural 1 with my advantage. So both ends of the spectrum there.
Hello, Stabby Rogue
12.
Games.
Dead. 1 left. Bobby.
I'm going to shoot at it with my short bow. That's a 8.
Plus, no, you get pluses.
What's my
Your attack, you with your short bow, plus 5.
13 only. 13.
That hits.
great.
And you can take a sneak attack because they're so now distressed as they're falling apart.
So you do 3d6.
Can I give another? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Plus?
6, 7.
Okay, and the last of the skeletons collapses down back in, and the crypt is once more silent as the wakeful dead are vanquished.
Dave,
Yes.
I want to go steal the fancy armor off the guy.
Okay, you pull the mithril chain armor.
Oh, yeah.
So this is
Oh, yeah.
chainmail. It's mithril, which means it counts as light armor, despite the fact that it's chainmail.
want that. No, come on. I can't fly unless I'm wearing light armor.
Yeah, you'll be
Are you
fine.
taking the sword as well?
Yeah, of course. They're all
So you have
mine.
2 magic swords.
Yee! What's my armor class? So it's
I moved my hunter's mark to Baston.
Didn't Baston owe you a favor for the good
you owe me
berries?
a favor.
No, you didn't tell me that. I was asleep. How could I didn't consent to them
To being brought back to life.
being brought back to life.
Do you want some more berries? I can give you more berries.
Oh no, but
And let's remember, Baston is very easily charmed.
yeah, that's true. but I want these fancy armors.
Okay, so just so you know, the chainmail shirt is armor class 16. So plus your dex bonus.
Oh yeah, no, I'm 18 armor class now. Oh yeah.
You're keeping the sword as well.
Oh yeah, 2 magic swords and magic armor. Yeah.
Just for the record, I've taken my drinking my health potion, so I'm back to 21.
Okay, so you're back to 21.
I'm on 6 hit points and I'll stay that way.
So
You've got a potion too, though.
No, I drank it already.
Oh, bum.
and you're not getting any good
Oh,
berries.
Dave, can we take a short rest?
In a second, I'll just also go through some of the stash that you got. So the long sword, you now realize engraven in along the blade is the name Dark Winter's Smile. And as I said, it's a +2 long sword.
Sick.
And the ring, the signet ring, the signet ring is a +1 ring of protection with the seal of Sir Tristan's family. Other than that, there's really only bones and body parts and stuff that would really
Yes,
only
please.
interest.
Yeah, speaking of those, now
Frieza.
that the armor has been taken away from that body, can I please remove the skull of that of the head skeleton, please?
Sir Baranoa's head.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you take the skull of Sir Baranoa.
Cool. I'm gonna put the eyes from the doppelganger in the skull of the white.
And then you're going to put it in your
put
sack,
the lime
sack soup.
and then put that in the sack soup.
Okay, can you describe, because I'm losing track.
Sure.
What's in your sack soup?
So in the sack soup, there's the tail of a kobold,
Sack soup.
the eyes.
The mod's gonna block that one.
Sex soup.
It's
like a hot day.
There is mostly, I'd say 80% of the sack soup is just holy water, and then you've got the
It's not holy anymore.
what was once holy water.
Desecrated water.
Yeah. Then there's the tail of the cobalt chief, and then within the head of a white, there are 2 eyes from a doppelganger.
Okay.
So I just got to fill in the middle bits.
Sack soup is what you get when you wear boxers on a summer's day.
And congratulations, by the way, everybody, for fighting 7 undead next to a fountain of holy water.
I was thinking about that. I thought if they ever attacked me, I'd use the sack soup as a shield, and maybe they'd get holy water on them. But yeah, didn't come up.
Sack soup, right.
So, You wanted to take a rest. You want to just.
Yeah, I want to do a short rest because with a short rest, I can get my second wind.
Oh, have some more water.
Oh, you can. No, you have your second wind. You haven't used it yet, so you can use it now if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How long is a short rest
water.
for you guys?
I want to drink more
4
holy
hours?
water.
A short rest, we'll say, is about 2 hours.
You want to take a 4-hour rest?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Well, yeah. Let's have a cool. What?
Well, 4 hours will still only be a short rest. It just means it's enough time for Friezo to get his
Get us-
spells.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh no, short rest. You're a warlock. Remember, you get them every short rest.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, so you just
Do I
need 2
get the
hours.
spells back on the short rest?
No, you need a long rest.
I'm out of spell slots.
So
Drink the water.
can I drink some more waters?
It doesn't have the same effect. You realize it's a once
Broth
a day.
bag.
Broth bag, broth bag, broth
I-
bag.
Soup sack, please.
Soup sack broth bag.
It's the off-brand.
Sack soup. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Friezo comes for you? Sack soup.
So I regain D10 plus 3 hit points.
It's the eyes of the doppelganger.
Sack off my soup.
So Baston regains another 9 hit points.
Back on 15.
Back on 15 hit points. For Shaq who's running D&D Beyond, every time we gain hit points, let's say what hit points we're up to.
So if we're taking a short rest, that's 7.
Just going around, what hit points are you all on?
Back to 21.
Back to 21.
Friezo's on 21.
25. I'm unscathed, despite being pantless.
Have to.
Yeah, you're doing well for a creature with no pants.
It's man, just getting a bow and arrow is a really smart idea for an adventurer. You just
You had a bow and arrow, I think.
nah. Baston ain't no wussy. Gets in there, gets cut up.
It does get cut up.
Yeah, gets cut up a lot.
How many times has Baston died this adventure?
Only once,
Okay.
but he's been close most.
Okay, so you guys are gonna rest. So I'm just gonna make a quick check.
For any wandering monsters.
Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, someone should have taken watch. Damn it.
You can take watch because you just meditate.
Nah.
No.
No.
You're not sleeping anyway.
It
You're all
can't be
you're all just
bothered.
taking a breather. Which means if anyone had any hit dice left, of course you could use them as well.
Oh, I do have extra.
Didn't you?
I
Oh,
only
you
used
used
one
all yours.
before.
Yeah.
So I can regain another one.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wait, what does hit dice mean?
Hit dice is how you in short rests
5
get
years.
a bit of.
Yeah.
Do I get to?
I know.
add
5 years.
Do I get to add anything to it?
Yeah, your Constitution modifier.
Oh, that is
Oh, I
nice.
should have drunk my potion.
I get another 8. Oh yeah, 23,
So
baby.
you're back to 23.
Sick.
Zog Delta has asked, does Friezo's Chongus have unholy properties? That's a private matter, and I will not be answering questions.
Oh, there you go.
Well, you clearly are. You stopped us for that.
I just wanted them to know that I wasn't going to be giving specifics.
You weren't going to tell them about your very long foreskin
More.
with vacuuming properties.
No. Okay. You keep your time, and at the end of the 2 hours, the torches. Your light spell ends, and the torches are now burnt out. So you're now in darkness. That's the only trade-off.
Oh no, it's spooky now.
Is there anywhere else for us to go, or at the end of the corridor?
We could go. Well,
Further into the crypt?
Now that while you spend the 2 hours, you sort of explore the crypt a little bit more, and you can see that there is a patch of wall right next to the sarcophagus on the western wall, and it has a big mural of well, not a mural because it's stonework, but it has a carving of the house.
Base relief.
A bas relief, yeah, of the house.
Oh,
I'm going to recast light on Bobby's sword. Does anyone else want anything lit up?
Yeah, my beak.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, it's cantrip.
I think you can only light one thing at a time. It'll extinguish.
Oh, okay. So, who? Will you
check that for you.
You can roll. Who wants? You want beak lit or
go
sword
for it.
lit?
Yeah,
Dave.
like that beak.
All right, beak lit.
So you got to know. You got to light someone's nose after all.
Yeah.
Dave. I want to go back down to like the kitchen larder area and grab some torches, just so we have some spares.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
retrace your steps, and you grab torches for everyone. And
Roll to make sure you don't get lost on the way back.
Do we need them, or is there?
no, it's fine. You don't.
I'll
need to
be
roll.
okay.
And so now with the light, you can see that the mural on the wall, as I said, is the bas relief of the house has a small indent in it as well.
Push that indent.
Better push that
indent.
indent.
Where's that
Push
ring at?
that-
Where's that ring at?
Oh, can I jam the ring into the indent?
Now that you look at the ring, you notice that the ring
All right.
Smart,
matches.
Jordan. Smart.
Great work. All right, is Baston back?
Yeah, I'm back with
All
my
right.
torches. I sparkled
So everyone's lit up. Let's.
It lit, fam.
lit.
Frieza's going to push the ring into the
I've dropped
inlet.
my drop
Great, make a
character,
dexterity
didn't I?
saving throw.
There we go.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, you've taken that out of.
That's all right now. 8 plus dexterity is 3, so 11.
Okay, there is a click as you do it, and the bas relief drags to the side, but as it does, it reveals a small dart launcher that fires a dart into you, Friezo, into your midsection.
Healing potion, Dart?
Make for me a Constitution save.
If I roll more than 20, if I roll a 20, can it be a healing potion, Dart?
No,
Frieza, you are now immune to tetanus.
you're immune to healing potions.
shots.
18?
Yeah. Okay. The poison on it has lost its efficacy, so you take
Was it Constitution? Sorry,
you just-
19.
Yeah. You take 1 hit point of damage, and you feel like it's toxic, but you're able to sort of shake off the effects.
Is it
I'm down
old?
to 20 now.
Is it old off poison?
It's old off-brand poison.
That dart
Cool.
was toxic.
Frieza's going to take the dart and just hold on to it.
You can put it in your soup sack.
You know what? Frieza's going to like suck on the dart like it's a...
Like a dart?
Not suck on it, just like... Oh, the other way around. So it's the non-poison end.
Like a farmer with
Yeah,
a piece of.
with a piece of straw.
Or like a gangster chews on a cigar stub?
The other end is obviously the applicator. So make for me another Constitution saving throw.
Ah, damn it.
That's what you fit. Yeah. You just chewed on the poison bit.
Oh, well, I thought the front end was the poison.
Both ends, but yeah, but the poison goes out the front, goes in the back.
15.
Is it a little-
15?
Okay, you're poisoned,
Reservoir.
Damn it.
Suck that.
but you look really cool.
All right. Anyone else want to drag?
No.
Anyone? It looks real cool.
No, no.
What's in the door behind the door?
Do you know what poison is?
It's pretty cool, right?
You're disadvantaged for an hour.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, that sucks.
Um,
It's like you've had some bad tie.
beyond the door is a small crawlway, only about 3 feet across, so that you can go through single
A
file.
crawlway.
Yep.
Bobby? I feel like you could walk through here. You'd be fine.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk through.
Show off. So Bobby's leading the way.
Sure.
All right. So Bobby, it opens up into a corridor pretty quickly after this.
Okay. I can't see anything because I don't have any light, but
Oh, didn't they,
Your
you
sword-
light up your sword?
Oh no, you need the beak.
Well, I'll take through a torch to give to Bobby.
oh yeah, we've got torches. Okay.
Okay, so you're holding a torch.
Yep.
All right.
Look, and what's in the hallway?
I'm doing shadow puppets in like my beak.
The
Internal shadow puppets inside.
It's about 30 feet long. There's a door halfway down on the west, and then at the very end, there's a door on the east.
Okay. Well, I'll check the door. Are the doors locked? The one on the west. The
They're just close. You're going to walk up to it?
Yep.
All right, great. Make for me a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 14 plus 7, I believe.
Okay, great. You walk up past the... as you walk about 10 feet into the room, you suddenly stop and you notice... and you move your foot really, really quickly and stop from tripping a fine tripwire.
Ooh.
Okay. I follow it to.
There's carved holes in the wall, and it goes through the wall.
Oh, glory holes.
What?
Yeah, how big are the holes? They're big enough for a...
For razor filament.
No, that...
They are big enough for filament, yes.
But not a sort of regular, normal-sized chongus.
And a regular, normal-sized chongus.
Or a Friezo chongus.
Like a very long, pointy one.
Whatever you're thinking a normal chongus is, that's the size we're talking
like
about.
a spaghetti noodle?
No, like a microfilament.
Like 3 spaghetti
Like,
noodles?
like violin wire.
It's like a fiber optic cable.
Like a hair? Like a really long
Oh,
hair.
sorry, Greg.
Do you think can Bobby disable it,
You can try to disable it,
or I could just step over it?
or you can step over it.
Yeah, I'll just.
You
step
could
over
tie a little flag on it so that no one will trip over
You
it.
can try to tie a little flag
it. Yeah,
to it.
I might just walk over it and just yell back, guys. There's a wire here. Don't trip on it, please.
Okay, great. So you walk into the room.
Can I see where the wire is?
So you're all going to follow into the room?
Yep.
Okay, you all see the wire.
Okay. Is it going to be tough to remember where it is, though? I feel like this is a thing that I will forget about.
I'll
That's
cast
really on you, right?
Yeah, right.
prestidigitation on it
Oh.
and make it look like bright green or some shit.
Oh, like from...
That's cool.
That's
like,
good.
Like
Yeah.
from Entrapment.
Yeah, like
Catherine
safety
Zeta-Jones
tape.
goes out.
Yeah.
Glowing red beam.
It's that sort of that bright green stage tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stage tape, great.
Yeah, good.
That's
We can key it out later and post.
It's green screen color. No, you know what? I make it look like a magic guy.
No, that works. That's a good use of prestidigitation. So it becomes bright green, and as you step over it, now you are level to the door on the western wall.
I listen at the door.
You can't hear anything.
Oh, I can't hear anything, guys. What do you think?
Well, you know what to do.
Kick it open.
Kick it open.
1.
Break your
Falls back onto the wire.
Yeah, you rolled a 1. I think, Baston, you kick it. The door doesn't. I'm going to give you an out here.
Do I kick the hinge side?
You kick the door expecting it to slam open, but it doesn't, and it holds shut, and you lose your footing, and you step back 2 feet, and you're swinging windmilling your hands because you're about to fall back onto the razor wire. Make for me a dexterity
Anyone gonna
check,
save my life?
and I need it to beat DC 12.
Oh, my dexterity. Wait, acrobatics?
No, this is not. This is no longer.
Go on though.
Oh yeah, you to roll over it, sure.
I get 12.
You at the last minute you turned it into a somersault,
Pretty cool, huh?
and you're on the other side of the right tripwire.
and then half your hair
I
falls
just shit myself a lot. I thought a tiny bit, but quite a bit.
Should the razor wire maybe have shaved Baston's moustache?
No.
just on one side.
Shave into a little Charlie Chaplin moustache.
Oh.
Oh, too soon.
Okay. Bobby, you can open the door if you want because it's not locked.
Okay, I'll open it.
Right. Inside the door, you see a sort of small side room, and slumped is a figure of what looks like a corpse, or someone sleeping. Humanoid.
A humanoid.
Sleeping, but dead. Someone who's asleep and dead.
Can I smell the smell of a corpse?
You smell farts?
It's no, you can't smell any death. So if it's death, it's recent death.
Do I detect undead? Can I
No,
detect undead?
you don't. There's no sense of undead anymore.
Okay, well, I'm going to go and investigate this corpse. I don't need to roll for it, do I?
Okay, you see a body of somebody in a uniform and breeches.
What kind of uniform?
It's a uniform for a sort of takeaway delivery place near the castle.
Oh, Uber Eats. The Uber Eats delivery person.
And wrapped in cheesecloth, he has some breads and meats
My venison!
that is still, and some Yamane Biriko.
And is-
Baston ordered.
and is
How
this
to get in
person alive?
Their body has been exsanguinated.
What is
In
that?
the sack.
All the
In
blood's
the
been
sack.
taken out.
All the
Oh,
buds.
oh!
Uh-oh.
In that case, can I cut out their tongue, please, Dave?
Only if I can make the noises.
Why?
Well, just to feel out, because I've started feeling out the head now. You know, you paint the top down.
Okay, yes, fine. You can cut out the tongue.
Okay.
Why don't you just cut off the entire face and place it on
No, because you can only take. I think.
Why don't you just take the whole head?
No, in the spirit of it, you should only take one bit at a time. You know, in the spirit of
What?
creating.
A gentleman.
Yes,
It's important to have rules, isn't it?
exactly. The system must go on.
Yeah.
The tongue is now in the soup sack.
Tongue, eyes, tail. Wow, what a soup. What a sack.
Wow, look at that cool emoji.
Oh, somebody has a tongue emoji. Amazing.
The fucking saying,
That's
bro.
really upsetting, Hing, and that's really upsetting, Jordan. And
Tongue the sack. Tongue the sack.
oh yeah, how much do we have to pay you to drink from the sack?
I don't know what you got.
Here's to Freezer. Here's to Blue.
What else is in the room?
Oh, do you come in?
Yeah, can I have a look?
Baston walks through, forgetting about the razor wire. and
No,
steps-
I don't. I don't.
You didn't say that you went past it.
Yeah, but I flipped over it. Why would I?
Make it
flip
roll.
now?
Make
Make
it
an
roll.
intelligence
Intelligence
check. You didn't
check.
mention it. DC 16.
What's that? I can't see.
An 8.
8 minus 1.
Baston blithely walks forward and is like, let me see. Click.
And do I fall into the room?
Yes, you do, but your foot catches it and the tripwire snaps.
Oh boy.
And at that moment, all of you suddenly smell a smell of oil as a fine nozzled spray starts spraying a mist.
Get out! Get
into
out!
the
Get out!
room.
Get out! Get out!
Into the room?
Into the corridor.
Okay, but we're in the room.
You're not.
No, I fell into the room, didn't I?
Yeah, you
I
were
come
in
in covered
for-
in
forward
oil.
momentum.
Guys.
into the side room as well.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm not on fire yet.
This is strict initiative. Friezo, what do you do?
Friezo's running.
Which way are you running?
Out of
So
the.
there's a door if you into the north that you haven't gone through, or there's the way you came.
Let's go deeper into the beast. Runs towards the north door.
Okay, you're running to the door.
Yeah.
You try the door,
Yeah.
and it's stuck. It doesn't look like it's locked, but it's an old door. Make a strength check for me. You have poison, so with the disadvantage.
That was the good roll.
Maybe not.
13.
Plus your strength modifier.
Oh, -1. 12.
12.
Yep.
12 will do it. So you're able to jam the door open, and you fall through it. Next one up, Aaron.
I burst through behind Freezer.
Okay, you race behind the door as well. Bobby?
Yep, same.
Okay, so no time to search the body. You race, leaving it where it is, and you run through, Baston.
I'm gonna run through and dive. I want to do a dive.
You run through, you make it on time.
Yeah.
Do you want to back into the room again and dive?
No, well, I want to go
I
through
just-
wherever Frieza was going.
Oh, so no, but no. Dave's asking if you want to wait for the explosion to dive.
Oh,
So it
do
can
I
be
want
cool.
to delay so it looks cool?
I mean, you're going to delay your action.
No, I don't think
You race through the door.
That's like Baston would do.
You race through the door. and
Wait.
You slam the door shut, and then you hear a huge boom, and light shines from underneath the door as the entire room explodes. And now the corridor leading you back into the house is burning and on fire, and you are trapped in an anteroom deep in the bowels of the house. And I don't know what happens to Aaron, but we'll have to find out that next time, because here, underneath the house, Diana, it seems that trouble is afoot. Behind ancient graves and old cathedrals, a secret is revealing itself. I promise it has something to do with the Stranger Things, even though we're up to episode 3. To find out what happens, tune in to the next episode of Dragon Friends. Thank you.
Maybe Aaron lands on their Zwards.
We'll work it out. We'll get there next week.
So we dove into a room and we don't know what's in that
That's
room?
correct. Yeah.
Ooh, I know what's in it.
Good old Uncle Eden. Somebody right.
Oh, was this Stranger Things?
Interestingly, yeah. If you want to grab the box. This is very loosely inspired by the Stranger Things box set, which is a collaboration between Netflix's Stranger Things and D&D. You can start your own adventures. It's set level 3, like we're playing, which is a really good place to start D&D. It's got this awesome, really easy to use adventure written by Mike Wheeler, and it's unlike it's very
Character from
and it's very easy.
Written by the fictional character Mike Wheeler.
Really fun, really easy
Mike.
to use adventure with like lots of little hand
Yiff and
drawings and
Wolfhard.
stuff. And if you do it, it's not spoiled by this, because
Oh, it is
are
nothing
doing-
like what we are doing.
this is no longer anywhere near this adventure. We have gone in our own dark way. Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Good
Let's all
follow.
listen to Stranger Things.
We have like very short amount of time. We have a couple of minutes. If anyone has any questions, hit us up. Otherwise, hit us up on the Dragon Huddle afterwards.
Can you say the Cthulhu chant in Bushu's accent, please?
Do you want to go?
Bushu. Fornøglykke med fana, Bushulurlje, Wagayala Fatangen. Was that correct? Sorry? Sorry to all of South Africa. My apologies.
Thanks,
Oh,
Aaron.
yes. Strange.
Someone said, "Is it possible?" Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, thank you, Jordan.
The chat's moving too quickly. They can't read it all.
Too
Just
much chat.
if you, also, we're going to be doing these. We have 2 more of these next 2 weeks, and then we're going to our own channel, which you can see written up here. And if you want to follow and subscribe us, we're just going to put our link in the chat again, and then you'll know when we're online.
Or follow me too.
Yeah, follow Jordan. Follow Jordan
Yeah,
too.
thanks.
Weekly at 7 p.m. Where can they follow you, Jordan?
Jordan Rasco on all platforms.
Jordan Rasco on all platforms.
All
platforms.
platforms.
Link,
Not like us.
LinkedIn,
Not like us.
Facebook,
We're Dragon Friends.
Twitter.
The Dragon Friends.
we start a Dragon Friends
Friends.
Yeah, you should definitely have a Dragon
Yeah.
Friends section.
So Instagram, Twitch,
Facebook,
Twitter.
LinkedIn.
But
worry.
the
My
art
friend
asks, Dave will,
Brazzers.
Dave, will Friezo ever collect enough body parts to build a friend? I don't know. He hasn't done this
constitutes a
before.
friend?
This is a new development for me, so I'm just along for the ride.
No
What are
worries,
you?
Zog
What's the
Delta.
goal? What's the end game?
No, I just started collecting things, and then you know how like sometimes when you start buying comic books and you're like, I want to read the whole set. It's like that, but for body parts.
Right. You're hoarding.
Yes, I'm hoarding.
Oh my god.
Bushulu.
We'll be back this time next week.
7
Thank you.
p.m. next week on
Bye.
Twitch.
Bye.
Bye.